Hey everyone, Hazel and I cannot thank you all enough for the support you've shown our podcast.
Wow, yeah, it's amazing, you guys and gals out there. Every time I hear somebody say that they actually listen to us, I just don't believe it. I want to call them a liar.
You know, Hazel, I just wanted to mention something before we get on with the show today. We're now going to put timestamps for each segment of our show in our weekly show description. That way, you can decide exactly what you want to hear, whether you want to listen to our beautiful voices for the entire podcast or zip right to that guest speedrun segment and find out how many they got right this week. You decide.
Yeah, or if you're, Raven and you want to find out, how many mistakes we've made in the episode and call us out on Saturday mornings, you can certainly do that as well. You know what, Gator? I think it's a brilliant idea. You are a genius. Wait a minute, did I just say that? I'm just reading the script. I'm not going to say that.
No. You said you would say that. Read the script, man. Come on.
You know me, man. I don't read scripts. This is amateur bullshit.
Dude, you agreed, man. You agreed to this. No. Yes. Uncle Scumdeth, how you doing this morning, afternoon?
Cool, man. Yeah. I was just saying to Hazel, I've just been out with the dogs. It's 0 degrees C out here. It's freezing. So I'm wide awake, ready to go, man.
This is probably the only day that we're going to have almost the same temperature because it's 34 Fahrenheit here. It's at 2 degrees above freezing in Florida right now. And I'm not liking this at all.
You're not used to it, man.
Gators they like the water, nice warm water. They don't like this cold shit.
I want to see. Okay, so I want to know what it is here. So like right now it's 21 Fahrenheit to Celsius. So it's -6 Celsius here.
Oh, you got it worse than me. Oh no, I don't like that. Jeez.
It's okay. We're all kind of used to it here. We're like, it's winter, fuck it. So
yeah, let's get the heating on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Gators in his long johns and stuff. So
I just shed my sweatshirt because I was getting a little warm. But I do have my fuzzy flannel PJ bottoms on and my slippers.
Well, I'm quite glad because we've moved into this new house recently. And when you actually turn the heating on, it actually warms the house instead of all the windows
fogging up,
fitting in the other house, and it just sucks all the warmth straight out of the house. Horrible, so.
That's heartwarming.
The last Scumdeth Corner, you had your brother Brett on, and you said
That's right. Yeah.
You said you had to, what was the term? It's a horticultural term here in Florida. You said you still had
grafting.
You still had to graft.
Grafting.
What is grafting? What is that? What does that term mean?
Oh, grafting, hard at work.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Just means hard at work. Yeah.
I went to college learning about how to graft, and I was like,
I do that at work actually as well. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Okay, I could see Uncle Scumdeth and his brother grafting in the park. I'm like, where is he? He's got to have a greenhouse or something somewhere to be doing grafting. I'm like, what?
No, grafting is, over here it means hard work.
Yeah, Gator wouldn't know what that is.
So. I knew that was coming. You know what? I saw that train coming, Hazel. I just saw it.
You know what? I'm a master of taking the low-hanging fruit. That's what I do.
And what's funny is I didn't even move aside. I just let it hit me.
Guardian down.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out with us today. Welcome to episode 78 of Guardian Downcast. We're a couple dads that talk about all things in the Destiny universe, and we interview content creators and community members to find out more about them. We're the show that hopefully makes your workday just a little more tolerable. I'm your host, The Gator, And my co-host, Hazel, is here as well. How you been, man? How's your week been?
Oh, man. It's been pretty good. Not much going on this week. So, we'll see how, the rest of it goes. So
I hear you.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, it's been a good week. Temperatures are warming up finally a little bit. I guess we'll see how the week finishes out, but so far so good. Can't complain, man. Hey, tonight we welcome back one of our favorite uncles. He's a gaming dad from across the pond that happens to share the love of plants like I do. He's also a member of the metal band War Crab in the UK, and one that makes us smile at the end of nearly every show. Yes, he's here, everyone. It's Uncle Scumdeth. How are you, sir?
Hey. How's it going, guys?
Very good, man.
Doing good, man.
Good.
Well,
Thanks for having me. I know it's early for you, so thank you for doing this.
It's all right, man. I'm good. I'm good, man.
Hey, I was up like at 5 o'clock this morning, so yeah. Oh, did you know that, Gator?
Ouch.
Yeah, my daughter, she woke up and went to the bathroom, and she's like, "Dad, I have to go to the bathroom." And it was like 4:30, and then she's like, she lays down in bed, in her bed, and then all of a sudden, like maybe 15 minutes later, I hear a scream. It's like, "Dad." So I go in, she's like, "I had a bad dream." And I was like, "You couldn't have been laid down in bed long enough to have a bad dream." So I laid in bed with her for a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be able to go
done.
to sleep. I'm done. So I was just like, "Hey, go lay with your mom." And I went downstairs and started getting ready for the show. So
funny thing, I woke up in the middle of the night just with chills, and I made the mistake of going like commando to bed, and no t-shirt or anything on. I like to sleep, wide open in bed. Okay, and it was 34 degrees out, and even with my nice flannel blanket, I was like just fidgeting, just shivering. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Am I dying? What the hell? Am I having a heart attack? And I used the bathroom, and then realized the heat's running, everything's good. The temperature was nice, toasty 67 in the house. And I was like, okay, I just need to put some clothes on, quit being an idiot. So yeah, it was a rough night, I'll be honest. And of course I might have drank, went out to dinner with my parents. They got inoculated, and went out to dinner with them, went to a brand new restaurant called Salsa, and it was horrible. Think of getting a taco with a raw corn tortilla that hasn't been warmed or anything, and no flavor on anything. It was just a shit night. And and then of course I got indigestion from all that crappy food too. So it's just not a good night. I just not sleep well.
Yeah, we're not allowed to go anywhere. We're complete lockdown the whole country. Take the dogs out, and that is it for us. All the shops, pubs, restaurants closed.
That's inconceivable.
Isn't this your second one? Isn't this your second?
Third.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Third. Yeah, so it's one every 3 months. It's been rough.
Wow. Okay,
yeah, it's not good over here.
We'll talk about that. Okay, listeners, just an overview of tonight's show. First, we're going to do exactly that. We're going to catch up with Uncle Scumdeth, maybe ask a few more questions about his life and surviving COVID on an island nation. Next, he's going to be our participant in our new and further improved Fast Fire segment we call the SpeedRun. Hazel's going to go over the TWAB, Bungie's first TWAB of 2021 for this 10th week of Beyond Light, Season of the Hunt, which ends, by the way, on February 9th. You have less than 30 days left. We're starting our brand new segment tonight. Well, it's the one that Easy created back in the beginning of our show, called Gun of the Month. And I'll have some things to say about that. We'll also answer our community questions and add 2 songs each to our award-winning Guardian Downcast show playlist on Spotify and iTunes. All right, guys, let's do this. Hey, thanks for listening to Guardian Downcast. You can find us on Twitter at Guardian_D_cast.
Or, you can find us on Instagram at Guardian_Down_cast and see what picks our weekly guests want to share with you.
Or Hazel, just visit our website at GuardianDowncast.com for all the contact information and where else you want to find us. And you can also play any past episodes you like in any order you like, right from your browser.
Don't you or me, man. Anyway, so hey, Guardians, check us out, and later, Guardians.
Toddles.
Hey, that's my line, man.
Well, hey, Lee, if I may call you that.
Yes, of course, sir.
It's Uncle Scumdeth. Hey, man, thanks for coming on tonight.
Yes.
This is a real
Thanks for
treat.
having me. Yeah,
We hear you just about every week at the end of the show, and it kind of just puts everybody on track for the week. You know, I love your outtakes. I love your the way you look at life is just what is the reason I kept asking you to come back and do your Scumdeth's Corner. And you have a YouTube channel also called Scumdeth's Corner. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I don't really post that much on it really, but there's a few little funny things up there.
When you do, it's so good, man.
It is.
Yeah.
I think you were trying
craziness of Uncle Scumdeth.
You were trying to do a Rubik's Cube, and it didn't work right. And you're like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got plenty more, so just break that one and I'll try again on another one.
What's your record on solving a Rubik's Cube?
1 minute 14.
Shit. I was wondering if you
I need to get underneath a minute really. That's my goal, to get under a minute.
So that's the on the bucket list.
Yeah, that's my bucket list. Get it under a minute.
Got
I could do the 11 by 11 in 3 hours.
Wow,
that's a big one.
I can't even imagine. I can't even do a regular one, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I'm from the 80s like you. I've had that sitting on my shelf forever, but it was a decoration for the longest time.
That's right, man, totally. But everyone used to say, well, if someone sees you with a Rubik cubes, I used to take the stickers off. Well, you can't do it now because Rubik cubes are actual plastic molded stickers now, so you can't take the stickers off anymore. So
I remember those days. I do. I think
I outsmarted everybody.
I think I tried one sticker.
Get good.
And then I tried to put it back on and it was crooked. I'm like, all right, that's it. Just
it never works, does it?
No. So how you doing, man? Everything going good over there in the UK?
Man. Yeah, it's all good. Like I say, apart from lockdown, but just chilling out at home, trying to watch a few movies and catch up on a few games and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
That's all you can do, really. Yeah, go get your groceries and come back home, take your dog out, go to work. That's the 3 things you can do. So making the most of it, trying to get through my gaming backlog.
Yeah. So do you how are you staying busy right now? Besides that, I mean, what's life like for your family and stuff like that too?
Well, the kids are all off school now. The schools have closed. So Caden, the lad, he's just upstairs playing FIFA and Rocket League, screaming the house down 12 hours a day. Mia, the daughter, is just in her bedroom watching YouTube videos. Like I say, I'll just go to work, come home, take the dogs out, and come back, cook tea for everybody, and me and the missus will sit down and watch some TV, and then do the same thing the next day. Then the weekend turns around and you're just stuck in. You can't go out anywhere. You can go out for an hour's exercise, which is like, say, walking the dogs, and that seems to be about it. It's quite boring, really.
How long is it for this time?
Till they did say middle of February, but now it's to March the 31st.
Are you kidding me? Really?
Yeah, and then they can review it.
We're buck wild down here in Florida, man. I mean, I went to dinner last night with my parents. Went to the movie theater. I mean, granted, I gotta.
Don't judge us by our worst example, please.
I did have some bath salts when I was out, though, so that's a good thing. I was too high to care.
COVID away.
Yeah, it keeps the COVID away. I got a beef though. I wear one of those masks that has that fake vent on it, the black one with the fake vent on it. I thought it looked cool. It looked like Darth Vader, right? And I go into the theater and the lady says, "I'm sorry, sir, we can't let you in with anything that has a vent on it." I'm like, "What?" I said, "This is more thickness than a cloth mask that everyone wears." I want to take it off and show it to her that it's a fake vent. And it really didn't do anything to help keep your glasses from getting fogged. She goes, "I'm sorry, sir. That's my," I realized, okay, she just works here. This is what her manager said. So I grabbed, so my mom gives me one of her old ones. It's like a disposable one that has like a ton of lipstick inside of it. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I gotta put this on. So I put it on. Walked into the theater and I threw it at her. I said, "I'm wearing my mask." Sorry. Didn't mean to sidetrack, but I just had, while we were talking about COVID, I wanted to make sure we got that out.
That is amazing. And absolutely disgusting at the same time.
Oh my God. Well, Lee, for everyone, you were back with us on episode 30, I believe. I may be off a few, but I think it was episode 30. And, dude, we had such a great time back then. But for those who maybe weren't there, over a year ago, what do you do, man? What do you do? What's your family situation? All that good stuff.
I can give you a bit of spiel if you want.
Go for it.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, I suppose my full name's Lee Jones. I'm 46 years old. I was born in Portsmouth, which is in the southeast of England. It's a naval port, and my dad was in the Navy. He was actually a stoker, or he worked in the engine rooms on the Queen's ship, the Royal Yacht Britannia.
Really?
And so can I just tell you a little funny story about this?
Go for it.
Always.
When I was about 5 or 6 years old, families of people who worked on the Royal Yacht were invited to go for a trip around the coast for a couple of hours. And my dad's sister, she got really drunk, disappeared on the ship. No one could find her. She went to the toilet and no one could find her for ages. And she'd managed to get into the Queen's quarters, and they found her asleep on the Queen's actual bed. And obviously the Queen wasn't there, but yeah.
She was on Queen Elizabeth.
Out of her head.
She was on Queen Elizabeth's bed.
Yeah, Royal Yacht Britannia. Yeah,
wow.
The Queen's ship. Queen's Royal ship, where she does the tours, when she used to do tours of the world and stuff. That's the ship they used.
Wow.
Yeah, found her asleep, drunk out of her head on the Queen's bed. I've actually got a cool picture. My dad's got it. Black and white picture. Must have been mid-70s. And all the guys in the engine room were all stood on the deck of the ship. And the Queen's meeting them all. And there's a picture of my dad telling the Queen a joke. And she's actually laughing like right in front of him. So I don't know what the joke was, but yeah, it's a cool picture, man.
Do you awesome, still have that pic? Do you still have that pic?
It's at my parents' house. Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, if you had it on your person, take a picture of it with your phone and send it to us. We'll put it on our Instagram.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll phone my mother after this, and I'll see if she can send it over. And
that would be
send me a pic, and I'll put it up.
That would probably be our
man.
That would be our ultimate post in our Instagram, I believe.
Yeah. No.
Cool. I'll get on that. Yeah, I'll get on that after.
Crown jewel. No pun intended there.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, so we're sort of related to the Queen, if you know what I mean. Uncle Royalty.
There we go. Yeah. That is awesome.
But so like, he was in the Navy doing that, and Plymouth's obviously a naval port as well, so he got posted to Plymouth, and we've been sort of here ever since. So it's about sort of 6 years old when we moved here. The thing is, in Portsmouth, it was really flat. There was no hills whatsoever. Then moved to Plymouth, it's all just hilly. You can't walk anywhere without going up a hill or down a hill. And when we moved here, I'd never even seen a hill before. I'm like, hey, our garden's on a slope. I'm like, how does that work? How am I supposed to play football in the garden? It's like a hill. Yeah, it was strange moving here. But it's a really nice place. But this is where the Pilgrims left for the Americas from the Mayflower Steps.
Really?
On Plymouth, on the Bath. Yeah, 400 years ago. This was supposed to be the Mayflower 400 celebrations in Plymouth, yeah. And the old Mayflower Steps, yeah. But the trouble is, the actual Mayflower Steps now are under the ladies' toilets in a pub called the Admiral McBride. And so what they did, they built another set of steps in front of the pub. Like all the, we get a lot of tourists come to see the Mayflower Steps, but they're obviously being lied to because they're not the real ones. They're under the ladies' toilet.
It's kind of like Hollywood in America. Everything's a lie.
All right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, definitely. Yeah.
Huh. I never made the connection between like Plymouth and that. So
that's why they would call it Plymouth Rock, because that's where they ventured from. And
That's it. Yeah. They left from here.
So
Wow.
That's amazing, man. I'm glad you told us that because I would have never guessed. I mean, I
Yeah,
always
cool,
wondered.
man.
I always wondered. I was like, Plymouth Rock. I mean, that sounds so.
Yeah,
Can't be a
that's what
coincidence.
Plymouth sort of praised themselves on.
Right.
We found the Americans. Yeah, you owe us.
No, actually, you shed your dead weight, and they came over here to us because they were a bunch of prudes. So, history jokes. There you go.
Yeah, can't beat it.
All right, sir. Hey, well, let's ask a gaming question here. So, what's one gaming memory from your past that you remember that had an impact on you?
But again, the one gaming thing from the past, I would say, when I went to the arcade, the best thing I ever remember is I went to the arcades and Altered Beast had just come out.
Oh,
I was watching someone play it and just seeing that transformation, is it when you transformed into the wolf and stuff? First time I saw that, I was like, that looks like real life. That looks exactly how it would be in real life. The graphics, obviously, they're rubbish now, but it was mind blowing when I first saw that.
Yeah,
That was something that really stuck in my mind.
I think it was 16-bit graphics back then.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
And Atari started out with 8-bit. It was a little bit less. You played the Atari, you're like, well, this is Pac-Man, but not really Pac-Man. It was a more pixelated version. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I loved Altered Beast.
Yeah, that blew my mind. That did. When I saw that in the arcades, it's like, oh, the future is here now. And that was really the start. I was always into gaming, 8-bit and all that, but that was like, whoa, this is getting serious now.
Well, I mean, the very first games that what my first game was Space Invaders. It was black and white, monochrome. And then once I went to the arcade and everything was in color and cartoon, and you're like, oh my God, I'll never leave this place. Mom, go shop at the mall. I'm good. I'm good, Mom. Take off. Give me $10.
Did you ever have the?
What's that?
Yeah, man. Did you ever have the sort of tabletop? My mum used to work in a pub years ago when I was young, and the tabletop Space Invaders.
Oh, yeah.
That was my first game. That was my first game. It was in a Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut's like a little, it's like a national pizza joint here. I don't know if you got them there. But,
yeah, all right. Yeah.
But it was my very first game. That's where my first introduction to gaming was a tabletop, glass top Space Invaders game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the first time I'd ever seen a video game. Yeah.
It was amazing, man.
Yeah, too. It's like, right, here's some money. Go on, sit at that while we go off drinking. I was like, yeah, I'll do. Cheers, Mum.
Yep. That's my story, too.
Is that your story, Hazel?
That is.
Is it really?
Yep. Yeah, the VFW.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Foreign Wars and Star Wars game. Yeah, that was, yeah. I mean, I made it sound like my dad wasn't drinking beer, but yeah, he was.
I didn't know. I thought that was a pool hall. I didn't know it was a VFW. Oh, okay. I got you.
Well, I mean, it was both. It was a pool hall and VFW.
Okay, so. I got you. Oh, that's awesome, man. Well, hey, Lee, how did you find Destiny, man? How did you come across this crazy game we all love?
Oh, what happened? I was out I did see the advert on the TV, and we went out on a 10-day tour with a band, and I thought, that looks really good. So yeah, we went out on tour and came back. Well, while I was out on tour, Martian Matt got hold of me and he's like, have you played this Destiny? And I'm like, no, I've seen it on the TV. He's like, mate, you ride around on speeder bikes like off Return of the Jedi? I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, it's amazing. Well, the day after we got back off tour, went straight to the shop and bought the Destiny bundle, PS4 Destiny bundle. So, and then just got home and I didn't really know what I was doing. It was a little bit confusing, but it was right. I think it was the same sort of week they closed the Loot Cave. So I was listening to Destiny podcasts and people were talking about the Loot Cave and that. And when I started playing, that was all shut up. So all shut off. So I was pretty early adopter, and yeah, it took me a while to get into, but I love it now.
God, the Loot Cave.
It's got my most played game.
You'd have so many Ingrams fall in there, and then finally you'd see a purple one. You're like, oh my God, hold it. Don't shoot anymore. Gotta go get my purple.
Yeah.
Gotta get my legendary.
Yeah. People were moaning because someone would go to the loot cave a bit too close, so no enemies would spawn.
Right.
It's like, get back, move back, and then they'll come. That's what I heard. But yeah, I missed that one.
Yeah, I never did the loot cave. I didn't know about it until it was gone, basically.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
it's kind of like the story of my life. Like everything in Destiny that I find out that's like broken, I'm like, oh sweet, I'm going to do this, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh hey, we fixed this, and it's like, oh well, fuck it.
He played that. He realized about the beta, Lee, and had what'd you play 30 minutes, and then shut it down for the whole whatever.
It was basically the campaign. I beat the witch, and then it turned off.
No way.
About 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, class. That's awesome.
Good times.
Hey. All right, sir. Well, thank you for that. So, what other types of games do you like to play besides Destiny? Because we hear that you're gaming promiscuous. So,
yeah, I was sort of like when the PS5 was being announced, and I was like, right, I need to like get my gaming backlog, finished, and I can get a PS5, and it's going to take me years to do this. So I'm not going to bother with a PS5. I'm just going to carry on with this. I mean, that's how I gave my brother my old PS4 the other day, and he's not into gaming, but he loves his golf games. So we both bought PGA, and we've been smashing that together, and it's really good fun. Like, because he's not into gaming, it's something we can do together, especially on lockdown.
Yeah.
He only lives 1 minute 42 seconds walk away from my house, but we can't see each other. So at least we could just get on, have a chilled game of golf, and have a yap over the headset. That's cool. But last night I was playing golf with Moshin Mac, and he said, "Ooh, Ace Combat 7 is 10 quid." So we both got VR headsets. So it's like, right. So downloaded that last night. I've been playing a bit of Fallout 4.
Nice.
Yeah, and a guy, I started it ages ago, and I sort of fell off it, and it's probably about 3 years ago, but I've sort of started back up on that, and I've ordered Fallout 76 on a recommendation from a guy at work, so that should be coming through the post. And maybe Star Wars Squadrons VR. I'm into that. I think we talked about that Gator the other day on Discord.
Yeah, I got the Oculus Quest 2, and it's all self-contained, but yours is actually connected to your PlayStation, correct?
Yeah, with about 20 wires. Yeah.
What do you think of the VR experience, man?
Just the Star Wars Squadrons. If you're a Star Wars fan and you ever wanted to actually fly an X-wing and be sat in an X-wing, get that game. Get VR. When you're sat there, you can look around. You can look out the window and down.
Right.
Out the side of the window, and if you turn your head right round, you see your R2 unit behind you tweeting away.
Yep.
It's mind-blowing experience.
I got the new. I bought the new Vader.
Yeah, must try that. Yeah,
it's a new Vader one. It actually has 4 different parts, and because it's I guess so much memory. I mean, they have to put it in parts. But I was in the ship, and I was talking to my bot that was driving, and she gives me control. I swear I'm at a Disney experience. This is how Disney World is. Yeah. It's all VR at Disney. I mean, you look around, you're like, wow, I feel like I can touch it, and of course the rides move and stuff, so you feel like you're really there. But dude, I love VR.
That's it. Yeah, mate, it's like I've got Skyrim in VR, and Skyrim's got some huge buildings, cathedral-sized buildings, and when you play it in VR, actually look, it's 30 foot high. You can see the scale of things, which you really don't get on the flat screen. If I could play every single game in VR, I would. I'd never have a flat screen again.
See, I was worried there wouldn't be enough games, but I went into the library and I was like, I'll never play all these games. There's so many different kinds of games. Beat Saber is my favorite right now because it's like it reminds me of the Rock Band days, where you had to strum keys and stuff. But
I've not tried that.
You have 2 lightsabers basically, and you're slicing, and as the blocks are coming to you. I'll post something in Discord so you can see it.
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Can you post a video of you playing it, please?
Oh yeah.
No.
Again.
Yeah. Okay. All right. My wife did record.
Oh, yeah.
She recorded she actually did this. She actually recorded me on her camera and the actual VR experience on my camera. And yeah, I'll post something. It's gonna be embarrassing as hell, but I don't care. So yeah, I'll post something. But
awesome.
it was I had never done VR in my life, and I was always afraid I'd get nauseous. But oh my god, dude, this VR is definitely the future, man. They're getting better. They're getting better and better at it, you know. But
I've been kicking around the idea of getting VR just because.
Do it.
Do it. And I think you're selling me on it more, Lee, than pretty much anything else because.
Oh man, it's amazing.
Ask him how many Vitas he has. PlayStation Vita. Oh man, those are good times.
I love my Vita.
Yep.
Love it.
Wow.
This guy's the king of gaming, man. I mean, he has all the stuff. He has all the games, man. It's awesome.
I still play my PSP.
Oh my
Burnout
god.
on PSP. I love my PSP.
I remember that was a great little console, man.
Oh, fantastic. I've had it years. Wow. Still goes. Still runs. Let
me ask you this, Lee. Scumdeth Bastardo. What is behind that gamer tag, sir? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. I got to do it correctly. Dude, what's up with the gamer tag?
The gamer tag. Well, when I was 12 years old, I was in a band called Nuclear Sardines. It was really sort of bedroom band, really, and that was my stage name. I mean, we never got on the stage, but we recorded 3 albums in my mate's bedroom, and I've still actually got the cassette of the first album, and I was 12 years old, so what's that, 34 years ago? So I've still got the cassette, all the lyrics and that.
Oh, man.
Pretty bad. You're reading the 12-year-old's lyrics for a metal band is not good. It was awful. It's atrocious, really. But just to keep that, I don't know if it'd still play after being like 34 years old, but yeah, it's a good one. Nuclear Sardines. Shame, we're not on Spotify yet, but one day, you never know.
I love it.
Not like Warcraft.
Warcraft is on Spotify. I've got one of your songs. One of your songs in our playlist. Yeah.
Yeah, sweet, man. Yeah. Well, I'll have to if I can convert the cassette onto like CD or something. I'll try and send you a copy.
Oh, that would be awesome.
I'll make sure I add it that week that you do that. I'll be like, Nuclear Sardines, my pick right there.
Oh, class.
Very awesome, man. Well, hey, question for you, sir. What other hobbies do you have besides gaming? Not right now, I mean, but.
Well, yeah, I mean, I suppose my main hobby is Warcraft, but that's on hold now. I don't think we've played a gig in a year now. Our last gig was last January, so we can't even practice. And where we practice, that's where we store all our musical instruments and stuff. So, I haven't even got a guitar at home to play. So,
oh damn,
yeah, that's my main sort of hobby. But I collect cactuses. I do love a nice cactus.
Why?
I got quite a big. Because being a gardener, everything's growing, and you've always got to be on top of pruning and all this. But with cactuses, they're so slow to grow. You don't really have to do anything to them. So it's a nice type of gardening when you're not really doing anything. So I don't know. I think that might say something about me, like, just something that's easy. And that's why I do like cactuses. And obviously, I'm a massive Rubik Cube nerd. Got quite a big collection of cubes. My most expensive one was, £75. But the one I want next is about 700 quid. So I can't really afford that.
Maybe you can give us a picture of your collection of Rubik's cubes too. That would be put.
Oh yeah, man. Oh, we'll do.
That would be an awesome pick as well.
Why?
Yeah, cool, man. I'll do that this afternoon. Yeah, no problem.
Why are they so much? What's special about them?
I think it's the mechanics that go into the inside of a Rubik cube. 3x3 is pretty simple. It's just like a ball inside with runners, and the squares on the outside of the cubes actually run they track over a ball, if you know what I mean, inside. But when you get to the 7x7s, 9x9, my biggest one's 11x11. the technology that goes into it inside the cube is just phenomenal. Really, it's a work of art. Really, engineering is crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I never
that's
thought
right.
about
Yeah, yeah. It's just the engineering that goes into them inside. It's really nerdy, but it's fascinating.
Well, I like that, man. I can't wait to see this collection you have. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, man. I'll get a pick out later. Yeah,
I have a feeling we're gonna get some really good picks from good old Uncle Scumdeth here, Hazel.
Yeah, well, I remember that. I mean, you shared that one. What was the one that you bought? It was like maybe like over a year ago, I think. But it was huge.
Yeah, that would be my 11 by 11. Yeah, I'll take a pic and put it in my hand so you can see the size.
That's crazy, man. I can't wait.
So I'll be sending a picture of my dad telling a joke to the Queen and me Rubik cubes.
There we
Ideal.
go. I like it. I like it. Well, hey, I got a question for you. One of our signature questions. What is the one thing about you that no one knows?
One thing about me that no one knows. Right, okay, I thought long and hard about this. When I was a kid, up till about 4, my nickname was Kojak because I never had any hair till I was 4. And then when I was 24, it all fell out. So
No.
I only had hair for 20 years. I think I was a bit ripped off. So, but, you know, I grew it as long as I could while I had it. So, yeah, I only had hair for 20 years. I'm 46 now.
That's I love it, man. I love it. That's awesome.
Wow.
When did you lose your hair, Hazel? Shit.
Mine-
Sorry, that sounded terrible, man. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I mean, I was trying to think too. I'm like, wow. I mean, I think I was like 19 or 20 when I started losing my afro. So,
Wow.
yeah.
That's crazy.
And then it
man.
just kept going and going and going. And
Yeah.
Think of
I,
all
uh,
think of all the money you save in barber trips. That's the way I look at it. I just got my haircut done the other day, and $25 a pop, man. I mean, that's a friendly discount. It's more. My wife's is like $35. Yeah.
Last time I had an haircut, well, obviously, years ago, it cost me £6. It's probably not that anymore. But
No,
that's a while back.
I don't think so. And your pound is much stronger than the dollar, so that's even more fun.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, Hazel. Actually, I got one more I want to ask him, but I know you have one you want to ask him.
yeah, you're good.
Okay, I want to know. I'll let you take us out.
Okay.
I want to know, what is the last song you listened to today? Not
Ooh.
including what you put in our playlist today.
Well, it wasn't today.
Well, the
was-
last time.
It was last night. I don't know if you've heard of Playing for Change.
No, I haven't heard of them.
Yeah.
What it is, it's
Yeah, it's that
street
song.
musicians from around the world. Yeah, Skin Deep.
Yep.
Yeah, Skin Deep. It's Buddy Guy,
Mhm.
and it's like buskers, street musicians from around the world. And this guy just sort of films them doing the song and then edits it all together. So there's loads of layers of just people on the streets playing these certain songs. I cannot recommend this enough to anybody. Go on, don't listen to it on Spotify. You have to watch it. Go on YouTube, Playing for Change, and it's all sort of a charity as well. And now it's getting quite popular now, and there's quite famous people like Lee Oscar, the harmonica players in it, Bono from U2, and absolutely fantastic. So yeah, the last song I listened to was Playing for Change, Buddy Guy, Skin Deep. Fantastic song. Such a good message as well.
I'll put it in
Lots of
our.
racism and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
fantastic
I'll look
tune,
it up
man.
on YouTube. I'll put it in our music music.
He
Yeah.
already he shared it in our check this out.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
I did
right.
put it in there the other day. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I've just
Good.
listened to it so many times this weekend.
You know what song has been?
Just gets me in the feels.
I cannot get Leprous out of my head, man. at the bottom.
I need to listen to that. Yeah.
I added that song several shows ago, and I cannot get it out of my head. I'm listening. I'm in bed last night, half awake. I got this song in my head trying to calm myself to go back to sleep. Oh, such a damn good group.
Yeah, I coincidentally enough, Scumdeth. That's actually the last song that I listened to too, was Skin Deep, and that was like last night. I think I played it for my wife, and yeah.
Oh, cool, man. What do you think of it?
I mean, it's like really like kind of like a touching song and that kind of thing. And
yeah,
she's a life coach, so she's big into kind of what the themes are for the song and everything. So yeah,
the lyrics are really amazing. Like at the beginning, just. Yeah, it gets the arms standing up on the hair standing up on my arms and stuff like that. I love all that stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, Hazel,
all right.
Take us out.
Yep. All right, sir. So, do you have any mottos or mantras that you live by?
Yeah, I do actually. Because where I work is it's a place called Devonport, and it's one of the biggest naval ports in Europe. And because I love my job, I love the park that I work in. I do a history walk. There's a lot of naval history in that area, and a lot in the park. So I do a history walk for people every couple of weeks, just telling the history of the place. And the Devonport motto is "Prorsum semper honest," which is Latin, and it sort of means ever forward in uprightness. And I really like that. Just sort of stand up, head up, keep going, be strong. And I look at it like take on whatever challenges come to you and hit it head on, and just keep going forward with your back straight, head up. That's how I like that motto. That's how I sort of try and live my life.
Yeah, I like that. I like that too.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, hey Lee, thanks for sharing your life with us, brother.
Yeah.
Cheers, man.
Well, anything else you wanted to say before we move on?
No, I'd just like to say thank you very much for having me on again. I'm loving this. This is class.
Dude, this is more of a treat for us. Trust me.
It is.
Oh, that's awesome.
I
was nervous. Yeah, I was nervous, but I'm in the flow, man.
You know what I like? I like a live Scumdeth corner. What do you think, Hazel? You think he can pull one of those off tonight?
Oh, let's give him
we'll give him some time. We'll give him some time. Okay.
We don't want to. I mean, he just said he's getting comfortable, and he was nervous before that.
I'm sorry. I've already put him on the spot. Sorry, man. Well, I hate to do this to you, Lee, but Uncle Scumdeth,
we are going to put you on the spot.
We're going to put you on the spot.
That's fair. I think I've got something. I think.
Okay, good. Well, while you're thinking of that, Hazel, I think it's time, man.
Yep.
Oh, I can't wait to hear these answers. All right. SpeedRun is next, right after this.
Oh, no. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, no. My nerves. Oh, I'm farting again. Right. Oh, God. Okay.
Call the Praxic Order. Call the Thanatonauts, the Jinsen Scribes. Call everyone so they can witness you.
Okay, listeners. This segment is called the SpeedRun. This is where we have a database of over 250 randomly asked questions, and Uncle Scumdeth here will have 90 seconds to answer as many as he can. These are short 1 or 2 word answers, and at the end of the year, the guest with the most answered win a cool prize and the title of 2021 SpeedRun champion. Fluffy Fingers MD and Xanafan 711 were our last year's SpeedRun champions. They've already received their prizes, and they'll be getting their t-shirts soon. So if you're listening, guys, they're on their way. They're actually custom made by my wife. It's pretty cool. The questions are randomly asked, so no one can memorize the order. Just answer quickly whatever comes to mind, Lee. Tonight, I'm going to ask the questions randomly from the list. Hazel is our timekeeper and quality control expert. In the event of a questionable answer, Hazel's the boss. He'll say if it's a yay or nay. Chris 3711 is our current leader at 27. So Lee, you ready to do this, man?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right.
My God.
Pump it up. Let's go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Warlock, Titan, or Hunter?
Titan.
Beef or chicken?
Beef.
Do aliens exist?
Yes.
Spock or Data?
Data.
Simpsons or South Park?
Simpsons.
Have you done something to pay it forward this week?
Yes.
Freelance solo strikes, yes or no?
Yes, definitely.
What is your favorite dinosaur?
T-Rex.
Audiobook or physical book?
Physical book.
Gator or hazelnut?
Both.
Roller coaster or carousel?
Roller coaster.
Better bounty hunter, gator, dog, or Mandalorian?
Gator.
Extrovert or introvert?
Extrovert.
Favorite Destiny planet?
Io.
Hive, Taken, or Scorn?
Taken.
Cars or motorcycles?
Motorcycles.
How do you like your steak?
Rare.
Pop-Tarts or toaster strudel?
I don't know what toaster strudels are. Pop-Tarts.
What's the one thing that annoys you most?
Myself.
Can you solve a Rubik's Cube?
Nope.
What's the worst job you've ever had?
What?
What's the worst job you've ever had?
The job I've got now.
Plain or peanut M&Ms?
Plain.
Is pumpkin spice real coffee?
I have no idea what that is.
How many jumbo marshmallows can you put in your mouth?
10?
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Jorts or moist?
Jorts, definitely.
Analog or digital?
Digital.
I got to give him one more because he didn't hear me.
Well, no, I gave him that one.
Okay, gotcha. Dude, you did all right.
Yeah.
You did pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. Some of these references, these are all taken from our listeners, which, unfortunately for you, most of them are American. And so some of these references, you probably are like, what? But
I'll do some research.
Toaster strudel, yes.
I have no idea what that is.
It's like heaven.
Yeah.
In a croissant.
This was Hazel's question from last couple of years ago. Yeah.
To try that.
But freelance solo Destiny Strikes, I'm with you, man. I can't say that question enough times. Maybe if I say it enough times this year, maybe Bungie will finally hear it. No, you did good, man. You did really good.
You did.
What did he do, Hazel?
27. The same thing Chris did.
So you were tied for the lead.
Get on, Chris.
Tied for the lead.
Hey, me and you, Chris, come on.
There we go.
Let's do this.
There we go.
No one can beat that score. Come on, me and you, brother. Oh, God. Next week.
That was fun, man. That was fun.
Cheers, guys. That was funny.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I love doing it. It's just so much. It's pure entertainment for me and Hazel, so.
Oh, man, yeah, listen to it at home, it's hilarious. People just like, oh, no.
Well, hopefully your boss doesn't listen to this podcast because worst job you've ever had.
Yeah. I did lie on some of them questions.
I know. I hear you.
Can you do a Rubik's Cube? No.
Yeah, I know.
I had to laugh at that because that was your question.
Yeah.
And favorite dinosaur, I think that was your question. Carousel or roller coaster, that was one of your questions. I made sure I wanted Simpsons or South Park, that was one of your questions. Beef or chicken, I remember from years ago, that was your question.
Yeah. You just like wandering around. Awesome. Yeah.
Well,
that's cool. Yeah, I just sort of, if something comes into my head, I just like, just post it out there.
You give us so many ideas that we just throw them all in there. So thanks for that.
Yep. Cool. Cheers for that. That was good fun.
Well, hey, listeners, I've got a question for you. Do you have a great speedrun question? If that's a yes, join our Discord and enter them in our Speedrun Question Ideas channel. Yes, we're doing it again. We'll add them for next year's speedrun. Just remember that they have to be yes or no, 1 or 2 word answers. Either or questions will also be accepted. And at the end of the year, we're going to have 2 drawings of a $25 gift card of your choice and for 2 lucky people. So you can enter up to 5 questions and go into the drawing, but you can enter more if you like, but we're only going to take your top 5. And good luck with that. All right. I believe, what are we doing next, Hazel? I can't remember.
Let's do the gun of the month.
Okay. We're going to do gun of the month right after this. Okay, boys and girls, this is a new segment. Well, I can say it's a new segment. This is one that Easy actually thought of long ago when we first started our podcast. And he goes, I want to do a gun of the month. A gun that maybe people don't know about that maybe they might want to try to use. And I said, It was a great idea, but back then we did 2 hours of listener questions, so we never had time to do it. So now we're bringing it back by popular demand. We've had people in our Discord that want to hear this segment again. So what the hell? Once a month, we're going to give it a shot here. So it was my turn for the first one. Hazel will pick the next one, but I picked a gun that fits my play style and that I've just had so much success using. And I'm actually going to post in my YouTube channel. I'm going to post some gameplay of this gun so you can kind of see it in action. Not Astacross using it, which is a god. He's a god. Pretty much anything he uses looks good on him. But we're going to have a true scrub like me using it, so you'll get to see if it's actually a decent gun or not. Anyway, this gun is called Stars and Shadow. It's a 340 high impact frame pulse rifle. It can be the sunset level is 1410 on it, so you can level it up for several seasons here, which is good. But this is a slow firing pulse rifle, but it does very high damage. This weapon is more accurate when you're more stationary and aiming down the sights, which is how I play. I tend to do sight lines and lanes when I'm playing Crucible, kind of a zone control type of gameplay. And if you're that kind of player, man, you got to try this gun out. It has a base impact of 33, and I'm taking all these stats, by the way, from gunsmith.com. It has a range of 66, which is fantastic. Has a stability of 49, which is okay. Handling of 31, reload speed 41. These are all very average for pulse rifles. 28 aim assist, which is not the greatest, and it has a very low zoom. It has an 18 zoom on it. Like I said, it's 340 rounds per minute, so it's one of the slowest firing pulse rifles out there. But it has a base magazine of 28, so you can fire forever with this gun, even with its base mag in it. But there are a few perks that you want to look for when you're putting this gun together, and I'm just pulling up what I have here. I have several varieties. This, by the way, is the only new gun out in the Crucible right now. It drops from completing matches in the Crucible, and I have several rolls on mine. And what I'll do is I'll give you some rolls that are really good that you want to get with this gun, and then at the end I'll tell you what I have. The first level of perks is your barrel perks. It does not have scopes, so it does have barrels, but the barrels you were looking for here that are going to do best is arrowhead brake. It makes your recoil direction basically straight, and it actually straight up and down, and it actually gives a little bit of a handling jump too. But if you get extended barrel, that takes away your handling, gives you some range, but the recoil direction's improved as well. But the actual, I guess you could call ideal rolls that you want on this is hammer forge rifling, which increases your range. Can't talk today. Polygonal rifling gives a +9 to stability, and small bore, which gives a small bump to stability and range. On your second perk, we're looking at your magazine perks here. Accurized rounds is probably my favorite. It gives a +9 to range. But tactical mag also is something you want to look for. It gives you +3 to magazine, gives you +9 to reload speed, and a +4 to stability. But there's other perks as well, like in the Crucible, that you might want to look for. Steady rounds, which gives a +13 to stability, but it takes a little bit away on range. If you're looking at your third perks, you're looking at your third row of slots for this gun. The one that I have that I really love to use in the Crucible is Firmly Planted. This is a really underutilized perk in the Crucible. It gives you increased accuracy, stability, and handling when firing while crouched. So if you're aiming down the sight, looking through different lanes in Crucible, you're going to have such a great increase to your handling, to your stability when you're crouched. And this also works if you want a slide shot, it's not really built for that. It's more of a long distance gun. Quick draw is also good to have. One of the new perks this season is called Surplus, which increases your handling, reload speed, and stability for each charged ability that you have. That's kind of nice. And Killing Wind, which is a perk that came, I believe, last season. Final blows grant increased mobility, weapon range, and handling for a short duration. So those are some good perks to have. Of course, the good old reliable outlaw is always good as well. Okay, looking at your last row of perks, there's several here to look for. If you're more of a PvE player, Disruption Break is really good. Breaking an enemy's shield with this weapon makes them more vulnerable to kinetic damage for a brief period. So if you break their, it is a solar based pulse rifle. So if you break a shield of a solar enemy, and then switch to your kinetic, which could be a hand cannon or whatever, you're going to get really good increased damage. The good old kill clip, can't beat that. Reloading after a kill grants increased damage. Head Seeker is also good to use in the Crucible. Moving target is always great because it increases your movement speed and target acquisition when you're moving while aiming down the sight, so you can't beat that. It does have Demolitionist, which is good. It does have Dragonfly. Vorpal Weapon, if you're wanting to use it against DPS for bosses, really works good as well. So those are the perks that are available that I recommend going for. And if you were to ask me, hey Gator, what is the God roll? If you were to get a God roll of this weapon, and this is of course my opinion, I'm playing on console and PC on a controller, so keep that in mind when I tell you these rolls. But my roll, and if I was to choose, would be small bore for your barrel perk, because recoil is not that great. It's not really that bad on this gun. It increases your range and increases your stability. Your stability by 6, range by 7. I would also pick Tactical Mag. Increases your magazine, reload speed, and stability. Then I would go for Outlaw. And you know what the next thing is going to be. Kill Clip. I do actually have this roll. Not the barrel perks exactly, but I do have an Outlaw Kill Clip one. And it is really good for PvE and PvP, whether you're playing Gambit or whether you're in the Crucible trying to knock some heads. It's really, really good for that. And I have easily 2 and 3 burst people with this gun. I mean, if the perks are activated, you can 2 burst with this gun with the kill clip. So keep that in mind. It reminds me of the Hopscotch Pilgrim from long ago. Remember that slow firing pulse rifle from Destiny 1? It was such one of my
meta for a while.
I'm telling you, in the Crucible, if you're a pulse rifle user, you cannot pass up this gun. So, what do you guys think of this gun, Hazel? You got any notes?
I have 11 rolls of this. I have 11 of these in my vault right now, and I cannot wait to delete all of them.
What?
I don't like this gun at all.
I know it's not the most attractive gun. It's probably the ugliest pulse rifle out there, and it's purple.
Well,
sorry, Fluffy.
I don't mind it being purple. I don't mind the look of it either. Yeah. But of my 11 rolls, though, I mean, I have one that's like, what is it? I think it's Outlaw Vorpal. I have Firmly Planted Vorpal as well. Mm-hmm. And then I have Genesis Kill Clip, which I like a lot because Genesis will break the shields and then refills your mag. So that way, if you kill them, maybe on your second or third burst, mm-hmm. after it breaks the shield, then you get a refill and kill clip. So it's pretty nice synergy there. But according to Dim, mm-hmm. the god roll, or at least a really good roll, mm-hmm. is Hammer Forged, Tac Mag, Outlaw, mm-hmm. and Head Seeker, actually.
That's good too.
So, and I have that, but yeah, I just don't like it. I think it's too slow firing for me. I just, for like what this is, I just
see your
Destiny. I can't. So.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I'm just saying I just can't use it for the new Destiny. Basically, how it's faster paced and things like that. I just think it's too slow. But if you're playing the range game, then by all means, this thing is a god.
See, this is where I disagree with you because I know your play style is more aggressive than mine. But dealing with stasis in the Crucible right now, and we're going to talk about this, you have to play either really hyper aggressive or you need to play back and you need to play the distance game because someone freezes you with a grenade, you're pretty much dead. So if you keep your distance from them, which is my play style right now, that's my mentality in the Crucible with the new freezing stasis, this gun works perfectly for me because it literally is almost a scout rifle. It has almost that kind of range. So in my opinion, I know people will correct me on all this, but I love this gun. I have a Firmly Planted Kill Clip version right now, and it has I put a target adjuster perk on it. It gives me a little bit more stickiness at range, and I'm having a lot of fun with this roll. But I've also got another roll that has Outlaw Kill Clip. I do have the appended mag and hammer forge rifling, like you just said. I do have another one with Feeding Frenzy, which is a good perk that I like to use because you don't have to get a headshot for fast reloads. It does have Arrowhead Break, which is just makes it a dartboard. I mean, it's just a dart. There's no recoil direction hardly at all. It's straight up and down almost. But I do have Eye of the Storm. The weapon becomes more accurate and boosts handling as your health gets lower. And what's one thing you're always happening to you in Crucible? Your health's always getting lower, right? So this is I haven't used this a ton yet, but I might, like I said, I might record a game of it with this roll and see how it works. So, anything else you wanted to add about it?
No, I mean, I'll give it another shot. I mean, but for me, it was just too slow. I'm like, I need something faster because you know what one I miss from D1 was what was that one pulse that was just insanely fast? It was an Iron Banner.
It was a Suros, wasn't it?
No, I don't think it was Suros.
Oh, Iron Banner. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. It was a newer look Iron Banner weapons, right?
It was one of the later ones.
The clever dragon. I missed that rifle. That was such a great gun. Lee, did you ever use this rifle? The clever dragon?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think I did.
Man, good times. Such a good gun, man. I mean, Destiny 1, I know I'm a little bit nostalgic when it comes to Destiny, but damn, that was a good gun, man. Wow. Such a great gun.
Yeah, I'm just too stubborn. It's auto rifles and fusions for me. I don't use anything else. Never used the shotgun. Never used the shotgun in Destiny.
Me neither.
Actually, one or two.
I'm the same way, man.
As soon as I get a shot. The other day, I got an exotic shotgun. Oh, ideal. Delete. Don't even know what it was.
Now, if they brought an invective back that actually grows ammo, I will keep that one.
Oh, I think it was that. Was it? No.
God, that's that Cora's gun. Yeah, that's my favorite shotgun of all time. It didn't have the greatest range.
Can I?
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, can I just ask a question? Right, I've got Stars in Shadow, and I don't know when you say when people say God roll, it's got outlaw or whatever. I really don't know what that means. So I mean, my Stars in Shadow has high impact frame, pulse monitor, snapshot sights, counterbalance stock. I don't know if that's a God roll or a shit roll.
Okay, I'll break this down for you. I'll break it down for you.
I don't know what's good on what's not.
Well, high impact, it just means it's the slowest firing of all the pulse rifles. It's better if you stand still when you use it. It's not a good movement rifle because the aim assist probably breaks up quite a bit. But it's slow firing, but it hits like a hammer, man. Okay. If you get 3 bullets landed, if you hit like at the neck and it raises up just a little bit to the head, you're going to almost half. You're going to break their shields and take a good chunk of their health. And 2 more bursts. Okay. 2 more bursts near the body. It's a very forgiving gun. 2 more bursts near the body or the neck or the head. You're going to take them out. So you could 3 burst easily with that roll that you have. Now, snapshot sights is good in Crucible because if you go around a corner and all of a sudden you're surprised by someone, you can pull you up and aim down the sights really fast. And you don't have to hip fire in that case.
Right, okay.
It just makes makes your target acquisition much faster. So that's a great perk to have on that. What was the other perk you had on it?
Pulse monitor and counterbalance stock.
Counterbalance is a mod that you put on it, and what that does is just increases your stability and helps with your recoil direction. So it doesn't. No, that's good. The target adjuster is what I use on mine because it's all about stickiness. It literally artificially gives you a little bit more range on the gun,
right?
Because more range that you have on a gun, the stickier, the better aim assist you're going to get on a gun. So. Pulse monitor, I believe, was if there were like 2 or more enemies around you that it would.
No, that's when your shields are broken.
That's when you're hurt, right? It gives you like a higher reload speed and something like that. I don't use that one a lot.
Oh, okay.
That's more.
They did buff that though.
Okay.
And now it's it is one of the top ones now. I think, or not one of the top ones. It's like in the top half.
Maybe for PvE.
No, I think for PvP
really? Pulse monitor?
Because it's when it breaks your shields, I think it gives you.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find one. I think I I mainly delete them because I don't.
That's just a sacrilege. I can't believe you're doing that.
Well, I don't PvP much, man.
Oh,
but fun fact though, I do have I already have my gun picked for next month, by the way.
Oh, perfect.
And yeah, and it is a PvP monster.
Okay. So I can't wait.
For the guy that doesn't PvP, I've got my PvP there.
Perfect.
But real quick, I just want to look and see if I can find pulse monitor.
Well, I'll just say while you're doing that, I'll tell you what rolls I have on. I have Killing Wind, Head Seeker. I have one of those. I have one with Quick Draw and Disruption Break, which is kind of cool for PvE. You know, when you destroy a shield on a boss, it stuns it kind of puts out a burst that stuns enemies around them too, as well as the the enemy. I have one with I keep want to say Firefly, Dragonfly, and Feeding Frenzy, which is decent. I have one with Thresh. That's that new. It's a new perk that they added this season, and killing combatants with this weapon generates a small amount of super energy. So that's kind of nice.
Yeah. I have pulse monitor up here. FYI.
Yeah, what do you got? What's it saying?
Yeah, so Pulse Monitor, they buffed it now. So now it automatically reloads the magazine and improves weapon handling when critically wounded, even when this weapon is stowed.
I actually have one too with Vorpal Weapon. So, yeah, okay.
Ooh,
I'll have to try that.
Nasty.
That might be a PvE weapon there.
Yeah, you switch to that and oof.
Well, Vorpal Weapon will give you a little bit of bump to damage on supers if people are coming at you with a roaming super. It does give you a little bit of buff there. You can take them out of their super a little bit easier, but from experience, you still got to... There's so much... I have something to say about this when we talk about Destiny later, but supers are so powerful right now. Anyway, but that was that was my gun of the month for January, because this is the only new weapon in Crucible right now, really. Not including raid weapons or anything.
Drop from Crucible though, because I have 11 of them, and I only play typically my 3 games of PvP, and then I'm out.
I'm telling you, it drops very frequently. It drops very frequently.
Yeah. But Lee, one thing I do want to say about God rolls, quote unquote, there is that it's all subjective. So the God roll that he has may not be the God roll for you. Yeah. Like I have a Killing Wind Head Seeker. And I mean, just because Dim says it's a God roll too doesn't mean that it is either. Yeah. It's just that's what people are drawn to, basically. So like, so like I have Extended Barrel, Tac Mag, Killing Wind, which basically final blows grant increased mobility, weapon range, and handling for a short duration, and then Head Seeker. So to me, that, and it's masterwork for range, or not masterwork, but it's a range perk on there. So I'm like, ooh, that's nasty. I'll keep that for a little bit and test it out. And it's just too slow, but I'll keep it just in case they buff it or something along those lines.
It works really good in PvE as well for especially ads, and does a lot of damage to bosses too, especially if you have Vorpal Weapon on. But I failed to mention that my choice for Masterwork is Stability Masterwork, but a Range Masterwork would be good as well, in my opinion. So
yeah. And that's the thing is that, I mean,
that's why I always have to state that. Yeah. Yeah,
exactly. It's you to you, it's whatever your play style is, because my play style is vastly different than Gator's.
It is.
So,
yeah. Right.
So yeah, it's whatever you like. And if you have a better role for it that you like, feel free to share it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's give me a bit of insight. If I do get another one, then I know I can compare it to the one I have right now, so that's cool. No, thank you for the information. That's ideal.
Yeah, and then you can say, hey, that's a shit roll on this one. I'm going to delete it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
right. But I'm looking at gunsmith.com here, and usually when you look at, they have so many choices for perks on this gun, a lot more than I'm used to seeing. There's a lot. They almost max out everything. You can get Genesis, you can get Threat Detector, Underdog,
a lot of stuff.
Firmly Planted. You can get, even the barrel perks. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 barrel perks on this gun that you can possibly get. So all I can tell you, Lee, is when you jump in the Crucible and play Crucible, or even if you're doing a strike or whatever, or just doing patrols, just swap it around and see what you think of it. So
yeah, I need to sort of get out of the habit, or like say when I go in Crucible, the only thing I can kill people with is an auto.
Okay.
I used to love my Galliard 42. I've thrown it out there, and it got sunsetted, so it can't go above. What is it? It can't go above 1050, which I'm gutted. I've done the whole of Destiny 2 with that.
I've got 3 of them. I know exactly that is one of those guns that didn't matter what kind of roll you had on it. It was just a damn good gun.
Oh, it's creamy. It's the way when it shoots, it's just creamy. I don't know if that's the word to say, but it's just it feels so smooth and lovely. But I did drop a Suros Regime auto rifle exotic the other day, and so that's really nice. But Hazel, I did speak to you, and you told me was it False Promises? Also? Yeah, you said that the other day, and I have been using that, and that is really nice. Yeah, thanks for the advice on that one. But just I've got 2 of them now. But yeah, this auto Suros Regime auto exotic is beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful gun too. It looks really it's like
nice.
Aerodynamic. It's just a beautiful weapon.
Yeah,
all around great weapon.
Original Destiny weapon.
Yeah, exactly.
I think when I first bought Destiny, I got a free Suros Regime. That was the weapon you got with the sort of PlayStation bundle.
Yeah,
you had a code and got that weapon straight away. So it's always sort of been my number one. It's the first sort of ever weapon I got, really. So
yeah,
that's why I've stuck with autos, really.
When Hazel was talking about a fast-firing pulse rifle, I keep thinking of the Suros the Hawksaw. That was a great weapon. And fast-firing, it did a lot of damage. Yeah, green. It was a green weapon. It was a green weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, it had green on the skin. That's what I meant to say. It wasn't a green weapon. It was a legendary weapon with a nice green sheen on it. Yeah. Yeah. So, anything else? What do you guys think? Give it a shot? Maybe?
Yeah, I'll try out one of my 11 or delete like 9 of them.
Don't tell me you're doing that. They do drop very frequently, so try them out. I mean, I'm going to
give it a go.
In the Crucible, I mean, I play a fair amount of Crucible, and I was amazed. It gave me chills when I first used it, and it reminded me so much of Hopscotch Pilgrim back in the day. So give it a shot. Hopscotch Pilgrim's a little faster firing weapon. It's a different class of weapon. It's more of your, I think it's probably a 390. It was probably your middle of the road kind of pulse rifle, but it still reminds me of the damage that the Hopscotch Pilgrim did. So, and it is the only new weapon in Crucible, so why not give it a shot? So,
but it just doesn't drop from Crucible.
Okay, fair enough. I may be wrong there. I'm sure someone in the Discord will correct me on this. So,
not me.
No, you just do it now.
Well, I just want to make sure, because remember, they opened up the loot pools.
Yes.
So everything you can drops from everywhere, all the vendors. So like, I just got one, not to boost your ego there, but I just got one, not now because I'm not playing now, but I got one recently. I'll say it like that. And I got it from just turning in coins at checks.
Okay.
So
yeah, okay, that makes sense. Well,
yeah, it does.
Hopefully you guys out there will enjoy this weapon. Maybe it's one you haven't been thinking about, but give it a shot. Even if you're just playing strikes, it is one of the very few solar based pulse rifles out there. So especially if you're going up against those wizards, that always have the solar shields and PvE, might be worth a shot. It really knocks them out quick. So okay,
yeah, I'm definitely going to try it.
Good deal. All right.
Sweet.
I think it's Destiny talk time.
More Destiny talk.
Yeah. More Destiny talk. All right. We'll do that right after this. This week at Bungie. What do we got, Hazel?
Bungie was not screwing around with this TWAB. I don't know. They came back from break with all guns firing. So, all right. A rewards update. I'm just tackling this thing in order because there's some gargantuan stuff in here for us all, and it's going to rip our hearts out. But keep in mind, Hazel and Gator love you. So, yeah, Dreaming City. Dreaming City and the Moon updates. So, rewards. I'm starting to see what people are complaining about when it comes to this. So, here's the TLDR. So, reissued Dreaming City Reverie Dawn and Moon Dreambane armor. So basically, that's going to be back in the loot pool. So if you're going through the moon and Dreaming City areas, you're going to be able to get that at the season 13 cap. Well, I'm sorry, whatever the 4 seasons will be from season 13 on.
Right.
And so you can also do these, get armor for this Shattered Throne and Pit of Heresy. So if you're running those, you will get high stat rolled armor. So that's some pretty cool stuff there. And one of the coolest things to me is the armor up, the energy for that. So those will be minimum of 7, the final piece that you get, with a guaranteed drop of at least 16 in 2 different stat areas. So, and then for some reason, they're saying that the Dreambane class, which is the moon one, will not drop from the chest. So I don't quite get that.
Well, that's because that's what always. Wait a minute. That's what always.
Sorry there.
But that would always. You talking about the Pit of Heresy?
Yeah. So yeah, the final chest in Pit of Heresy is no longer going to drop a fully masterwork Dreambane armor piece. That's the other part to it.
Right. That's right. I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And usually the first time that you did it, you got the class item.
Right. That's right. They're saying they're not going to get a class item either.
Yeah. Darn. So that's that. Then also they're bringing back reissued weapons for the Dreaming City. The Waking Vigil, Sleepless, which is the rocket launcher. The Waking Vigil, I believe, was the hand cannon. The Vouchsafe was the awesome scout. And then the Retold Tale is the shotgun, which is another slug shotgun, I believe. So that should be interesting to the meta, And then Dreaming City weapons that drop in the Shattered Throne can drop with rolls that have special perks unavailable through other reward sources. So I kind of dig that.
Yeah, but have they said what those are? They're just saying
what the perks are.
Yeah, I mean, I was confused by that.
No. They haven't mentioned it, but I'm thinking, well, it's the same thing for Pit of Heresy too. So Pit of Heresy, they're going to bring back 4 new weapons for that. Premonition, which is Pit of Heresy only, the Heretic, the Blasphemer, and the Apostate. And those are going to roll with other perks that are not available as well. So here's what I think. Okay. I believe... Now, I don't want to, bring everybody down when I say this, but it's kind of been no big secret that Bungie wants to get rid of Rampage and Kill Clip and all those kind of damage buffing things like that. Now, it's my belief that they're probably going to lock those behind doing some top tier activity. That's my thought.
Okay.
So that kind of sucks, but that's my thought anyway. I don't think they're going to create new perks just for those weapons that are going to drop from there. It doesn't seem like a good use of time. But what do I know? Aside from that, they are expanding Lost Sectors to the moon. So they're going to make some of those legendaries and they're going to add them to the rotation as well. So I am not looking forward to that because I hated the moon Lost Sectors.
No, they're great, man. They're beautiful. They did so much great work on those Lost Sectors, and they're huge. They're enormous.
They are, and you're completely correct. The only problem is that when you're doing them at 1280 or whatever the cap's going to be for it, it's going to be a complete pain in the dick.
I'm looking forward to it. I got to tell you, man. This is one of the triumphs of this season for me. You know me, I like to play solo a lot, and I am loving the challenge of these Lost Sectors and the fact that you do them solo to get the the exotics. And again, they don't fall all the time. I just got lucky and it fell on the second time for me. I did get the gauntlets this week, and I've been playing with the thorn.
Oh yeah.
My God, I was using that in Gambit today, and I was just mowing down ads. And you know how hard the ads are in Gambit. They like one shot you. It's crazy, man.
Nice.
So I mean, I only had to do it 2 times. On the so I was ecstatic, and I love the challenge. I mean, this reminds me of the days when I used to solo Nightfalls, and I'd always want to solo them, and you had to take your time through it, and but what's nice about this though, it's not a full strike, so it only takes you like 15 minutes to do it.
Well, 15 minutes after you're completely kitted out. But here's my issue with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what if I want to run it with friends? Why can't I do it with friends and still get a chance to get an exotic?
Well, that part I can't answer, but you can run it with friends. You just don't have the chance for the exotic. I know.
But though, I mean, it just seems to me that it's sort of like, I mean, why do I have to do it solo? I mean,
because it's challenging. They want you to earn that exotic. I love that Bungie's doing this.
But,
I love that they're listening. You just said last season that you were tired of them passing out exotics like they were just everyone can have one. Just take one. Now you got to earn it.
That was in vanilla, man. In vanilla, they were like, everybody gets an exotic. They felt like Oprah.
Yeah.
But I mean, with this though, I mean, it's like, I don't know. I mean, because like you said last week, I was thinking about it, and you were like, the one guy joined on you, and you were like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I got to kick you because I'm doing this." I'm like, how did that make you feel? Really?
I felt like shit. You know? I felt like crap. It was one of our newer clan mates had just signed up, and he joins on one of the clan admins, and I'm like, sorry, dude, booted him out because I had to run it solo. I had to run it, but.
Do you see my point now?
I understand where you're coming from there. On that point, I agree, but there's so many other things you can do socially to get good drops on other stuff. You can play Gambit together. I mean, you can play Crucible. You can do strikes. God forbid. You can do a ton of strikes, Empire hunts, all that stuff, and have a great time. I love that Bungie is giving us solo players something challenging to do that doesn't say with a fire team in the Triumph. You know what I'm saying?
But, I mean, what about this? What if you do it in a group of 2 or more, and you have less of a chance at getting the exotic? Maybe slightly.
It's already rare. I mean, I've done one
but
twice.
That's with a party, though. I'm talking about with a party, though. And you get an increased chance if you're doing it solo.
I'm afraid if we go down this path, then we're going to get rid of the soloable challenge stuff. And I'm loving that Destiny's doing this.
No, I'm thinking that what they do is they will add like different enemies or more enemies if you have more people with you.
That's the problem. These lost sectors are so packed tight. I don't know if they can add a whole lot more. I mean, I guess.
Make everybody a champion. They're gonna just call it a night.
Oh my god, dude! One champion's enough. They come challenge. They come, and another thing is I got a beef to pick here because I was trying to do one of the lost sectors for the exotic arm gauntlets with my hunter, and I would
for your hunter, huh?
Yeah. I've got Revenant now, like you. I got the Shatter Dive. Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Yeah. Too bad now they're nerfing it. I knew they'd do that. I knew it. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself, but no, the servitors that come out, the barrier champion servitors, you hit them and they freaking duck and hide on you and they make you go and chase them down. By the time you do, they're already recharged their shields. I'm like, what the hell? I stood there for 10 minutes getting this one champion down because he's such a chicken shit. He would hide underneath the platforms. I'm like, and of course, he was shielding enemies around me, so I had to take fire from them, and it's a 1280 level. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm getting at? I'm like, come on, man.
I think I know exactly the one that you were doing too, because he kept doing that. Servitor kept doing that to me too, and I was just hating
son
it.
Of a bitch. I was about just to leave. I was about to. I'm over this. I don't need the gauntlets that bad. I don't even use a weighted throwing knife, but I just want it because I'm a collector.
That's funny. All right. Well, in one curious note here, so this is this feels off to me. So this here is that basically, I'm going to read it kind of word for word, unfortunately. So what they're doing is where reissued items are acquired, that it's going to be weighted toward rewarding reissued gear over capped gear.
See, that's the question I had. I didn't understand that statement. I was confused by that. And it says, for example, if you already have an obtained infusion cap weapon, it will not drop for you again. What does that mean? I'm lost.
Yeah, that's my question too. I mean, I was doing a little bit of research on this, and one person took this as meaning that if you get a vouchsafe at max at the cap, basically, you aren't going to get another vouchsafe at that cap. You're going to have to get something else. You're going to get another vouchsafe, but it's going to be at, like, say it was this season and you got something at 1260, it would not drop for you again at 1260. It would drop for you at 1250, and then you'd have to infuse it with another 1260.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
I'm not, because if I do the damn thing and like, I want to know, like, what they're going to give me afterwards. Are they going to give me, like, something else from, like, the loot pool at 1260? I mean, why not just keep giving me 1260 shit, and I'll just keep infusing it for 1,000 glimmer instead of a damn upgrade shard or whatever it is.
Well, yeah, I can't wait till you get to that part. It's gonna be. I'm excited about some of this, and some of this I am livid. Yeah, I like it. I like it. More gear. I love the vouchsafe. I love those weapons. I know this is going to be hard to say, but I like Waking Vigil. I like that hand cannon. It's very smooth. It's has very little recoil, very stable weapon. Of all the hand cannons, I really like using that one.
Yeah, well, here's my issue with it all is that I still have 2 vouchsafes. One of them is a full auto explosive
I've
round.
got that same one, and it's masterworked.
Yeah, same here. And then my other one is the what was it that they had that they rolled out with, where it was like the curated roll. I have the curated roll vouchsafe as well, and they're capped at 1050. And now they're reissuing it, so it kind of feels bad for me a little bit.
No. They actually should have. If you look at DIM, they should have a cap of 1360 now, because when the new season kicked in, those weapons become automatically at the highest cap for this season. Double check that. Because I noticed it had the Dreaming City emblem above it, and then all of a sudden, the end of last season, it had the Darkness emblem on it. For, like, I don't know if it was Season of Arrivals, I'm thinking. I think that's when they switched it over, Season of Arrivals. But those automatically got an increasing and possible cap. Because those destinations, that raid, for instance, But
the vouchsafe wasn't from the raid, though.
No, wasn't it from the raid on Dreaming City?
No.
What am I thinking of here? Let me just look it up real quick. I'll look at mine real quick, and I'll tell you if it's the same as what you're saying.
Yeah, the vouchsafe was the scout that.
It was a beautiful scout. It was a high impact scout. Had the explosive rounds. It hit like a rock, but it was a slow firing scout.
Yeah,
rifle.
It's capped at 1050. It's from Forsaken.
Is it really? Let me check mine real quick. I just want to double check it and make sure. Because Des will pick us apart on this.
Yeah, it's 1050 with a cap of 1060. Season 11 is what it says here in DIM. Yeah, I think you're thinking of the raid weapons. Now, the raid weapons did get brought up.
Now I'm looking at my. Yep, you're right. My Waking Vigil's 1060 max, season 11. Well, wait a minute now. No, wait a minute now. My vouch. I could have sworn. I'm trying to find my vouchsafe real quick. It's a Void scout rifle. Like, I'm looking at my. I've got two of the
lightweight frame.
I've got two of the premonitions. They both cap out at the same 1060. That sucks. You imagine how great that. I had to try that rifle in Crucible. The high impact pulses right now are just so great. Of course, we're going to talk about that later in the show, but let me see here. I can't. Oh, is that it? No, that's the age-old bond. That's the auto rifle.
Yeah, it's the auto rifle. Yeah, that one got brought up. Yep, because that's a raid one.
Maybe that's what's throwing me off, because if it comes from the raid, then you're covered.
Exactly.
But you're saying the vouchsafe does not. Where the hell is my vouchsafe? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Sorry. You're right, man. No, sir. Oh, that's Transfiguration. That's from the raid. My bad. My apologies.
God, rookie.
You're right. Damn it.
Clip that. All right. So now this is something else. Just a quick note here. While not every gear source or legendary reward will be kept up to date for the entire lifetime, these destinations are available, Bungie believes, that there's high value in targeting some specific activity drops for continued relevancy. So, they basically want us to do the dungeons again and stuff like that.
I love the dungeons. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I mean, in dungeons we're only giving
a lot of effort.
Well, you're getting pinnacle gear from the latest dungeon, right? But I don't think the Pit of Heresy gives you a pinnacle anymore. I think it's just a powerful.
Right. Exactly.
If we're gonna do the dungeons and it's still a pinnacle activity, why aren't we getting a pinnacle for it?
Exactly. Yep. Pretty much.
Hazel, you're so smart,
Yes, sir.
dude. You're so smart.
That's what you pay me for.
I know.
I'm still waiting for that first paycheck. But anyway.
It's in the mail, dude. I told you.
Stupid mail. All right.
Just blame FUD.
I was going to blame Raven, but I'm afraid of him. So, all right. Here we go. Moving on to something that I have mixed opinions about, and they're leaning bad. So, turn in those tokens. So, all right. With this one, I hope you're all ready for this. So, all right. All those tokens you have for Crucible?
You mean the 6,000 of them I have?
They're useless.
Oh, no.
Yeah. They're getting done away with at the end of the season. So, yeah, you heard that right, ladies and germs. The Crucible tokens that you have are going to be going away. So spend them if you got them. So wait until you get to 1260, if you can get there, that is, or 1250. Cash in all those shits and then go ahead and use it for infusion materials and shard it for legendaries.
Here's the thing too that's even stings even more. Everything you get from tokens is a lower light, well below your light level.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
Yeah. So that's just for Crucible, by the way. This will be happening for strikes as well.
Vanguard,
but not right now. Yeah, for Vanguard, exactly. So I'm just looking around, and I've been spending my Vanguard tokens and Crucible tokens. I think I'm down to 4,000 Crucible tokens and 1,500 Vanguard now. So, I never use the shits anyway. So,
well, why should you turn in tokens? There's no new armor. Yeah, there is new armor, but it's just color coded. It's all the same armor across all three activities. It's just different colors.
Yeah, I even gave up on getting it, actually. I was just like, whatever.
It actually looks very nice. It's very nice armor. I like the colors and stuff, but one shader away from nullifying that color. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. One shader and you couldn't tell the difference between them all.
Yeah, that's crazy. You could get like the one for Gambit and put red armor or red.
Exactly.
It looks like it's Crucible.
Exactly.
So yeah, whatever. All right. So now moving on to part of the turn in the tokens things. Okay. All right. So see, I want to kind of like preface this with something, but there's really no way to preface it. It's just we just gotta go in raw.
Grind.
Sorry. So here we go. All right. So you guys know that when you will reset your Valor and that kind of thing, well, that's going to be pretty much the only way that you can rank up and get rewards.
Wait a minute. Oh shit, you're right. There's no more tokens.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So, man, I was just going to praise how I love this new system, but now I'm thinking about it. Resetting your Valor? Wait a minute now.
How many times do you reset your Valor?
Once?
Exactly.
So are you telling me I'm only going to get one of those rewards on the bar?
That's kind of what it looks like. Because it looks like. Are you
kidding me, Bungie?
It's either that or I think actually what it is this. I think that what they're doing is it's kind of, Kame Cake said in a video that he said it's like a battle pass for your, basically for your, whatever event you do, if it's Gambit or Crucible or Strikes.
And I said this is what we need. We need a battle pass for Crucible only. That way people will play Crucible.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that the more you level up, I'm not talking about resetting it, but I'm hoping that the things that are out there are for, because they gave a picture here and it's like it shows a prime, it shows upgrade module, it shows enhancement cores, a shader, um,
Enhancement prisms.
prisms. Yeah. I was like, whatever the hell those things are, I don't even have.
Yeah.
And then the emblem and then an ascendant shard at the end.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking what it is that they have the pass there. And then once you reset it once, that's when you get the shard. And then if you reset it again, it's an exotic.
See, here's what I'm hoping this picture shows me. This shows all the different levels within a Valor rank, within a reset. You see what I'm saying? So if you reset your Valor rank, the next time around, they're saying, instead of the shader, you would get enhancement prisms again the second time around, and instead of the ascendant shard, you would, like you said, we would get you get an exotic engram basically. Now, if this bar that we're seeing right here counts for one Valor reset, I'm all good with this. This is beautiful.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to dive in here to see, because I'm hoping that's what it is. Because if not, if I just get a prime for resetting, I'm going to give them the finger. And I'm
going to be livid. This is, I mean, for the hardcore Crucible players like Cammy Cakes and all those guys out there, it gives them a reason to play, right? Because, I mean, let's face it, you reset your Valor, what do you get? I think you get 6 Ascendant shards. No, I wish. No, you get like six Ascendant. What do they call them? Shards? Yeah. No.
Okay.
No. Damn it! What are the enhancement prisms? I think you get enhancement prisms when you total reset.
Fuck if I know, dude.
I've done it. I think you get like 7 enhancement cores.
I don't pay attention to that.
Which is good, really, but that's all you get. So now. Yeah. I don't know.
So here it is right here. Actually, I found the line. All right. So, okay. So it is a battle pass for it. So as you're going through, basically for each rank that you get, it's going to be, you get whatever it is. So rank 4 is going to be the 3 upgrade modules, 7. So it's not resets for this. It's not 4 resets to get that.
Okay.
So you get the reset to get the Ascendant shard at the end.
Perfect. You just answered my question.
And then if you reset it again, you reset it, then you get the second pass, which is the prime again. It gives you 3 upgrade modules, the cores, the prisms, and then an exotic.
Right.
So, and then I guess that, yeah, I was wondering like if you reset it a third time, but I don't know who's that masochistic besides those like PvPers.
Oh, are you kidding me? True Vanguard, I'm sure he resets his Valor like... I've seen a lot of streamers not even reset their Valor because it just wasn't worth it. But I know if you don't reset your Infamy, if you stay on Legend, Infamy, and Gambit, you will only play other teams and players that have the same Infamy rank as Legend. And let me tell you, if you go from Mythic into the Legend little pond, all of a sudden your matchmaking changes. It takes a little bit longer. And you start playing some real hardcore players, and it's just like going into Trials and Crucible. You're playing the upper echelon of players, and you're going to get stomped. And here's another thing. If you play the game, you get no infamy if you lose. It's winner take all. Now, granted, you can turn in bounties to rank up and get to that final legend circle to fill up, but it's a long way, man. It took me...
How the hell do you do that?
It took me like...
Stay
you do. You stay in one. Once you reach legend rank on Gambit, on your infamy rank, you only play other players at that rank, and it's winner take all. If you lose the game by 1 point, you get no infamy.
I remember that. How come they don't have that shit in fucking Crucible? Sorry,
I don't know.
Moving on.
You know what though? I like this because you know what this does? It gives you a reason to play the game.
Well, it does. But that's a lot of playing though.
Well, let's think about it. In the past, to get the the emblem. They give you a few things, like an emblem, I think, every season. Once you turn in enough tokens to get to that rank, there's really no, I mean, if we're all storing tokens, I can see where Bungie's coming from here. There's really no reason to have any rewards. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be turning my tokens in. I'll be sitting there for 2 hours probably turning them all in, but I don't care.
You know what, though? I've got a thought. I mean, I have a feeling that season 13 that's coming up here is actually going to be like the first season that's actually that this should like season 13 should have been season 12.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Because season 12 is sort of lackluster, if I'm being brutally honest. But it just seems to me that all the cool shit's going to be in season 13.
Well, think of it this way. You got a new expansion coming out. You have a whole new, remake of your current engine, how thing is scripted or how things interact with the engine, the current Tiger engine. You have to make sure that's running smooth, right? Before you start throwing all this new stuff out.
Well,
so maybe that was their line of thinking. Maybe they're like, you know what? Let's make sure it's stable. Let's get the new subclass out, right? Let's roll that out. And then now that we see it's stable, phase 2's in effect. Let's start rolling out all the stuff we want to put out for the season and year.
Yeah, but I think I'm more pessimistic than you.
Well, that's why I'm the corporate shill.
But I think that it's not that. Now, I don't think it's as malicious as I'm going to make it sound, but I think that Bungie can kind of coast a little bit on like season 12 to a degree because they've got Beyond Light rolled in with it, you know?
Yeah.
So whereas them trying to bust their asses to get something cool in for season 12 and Beyond Light, because let's face it, I mean, everybody was sort of let down by last season's, debacle with all the Vex on the moon and stuff like that. And that was a shit show. But
talking about Shadowkeep?
Yeah.
That was last year. That was the last.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, because they had what was like the season of the Undying, I think.
Yeah, it was the Vex invasions, I think, wasn't it? Vex.
Yeah, exactly.
Or something.
And that was terrible. But I mean, I think season 12 is way better than that season. But I think that Bungie has a different mindset for this. And basically what they're doing is they're kind of coasting for season 12. And then that means they only have to really do content for season 13, 14, and 15.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Now, they said they weren't doing it for the Vanguard. Are they going to do it for Gambit? They're going to have a season pass for Gambit? Oh.
They are doing it for Gambit.
Thank you, Bungie. Give us a reason to play. Because other than getting that Pinnacle after 3 games, there's no reason for me to play Gambit.
Yeah, pretty much.
No reason for me to get Infamy. It really isn't. No reason for me to rank up in Crucible. I just do it naturally because I like gaming with my buds, you know? But I like this. Tokens, I'm a little pissed. Bungie. I've been saving these tokens up, waiting for something big to use, and now
you don't even get that.
What's Sir Demetrius going to do? Is he going to sit there the whole day on stream turning tokens in?
He could.
Oh my God.
Me personally, I'd be like, fuck it. I'm just going to let Bungie take them.
No, dude, you earn those. Those at least minimally they're legendary shards. And the fact that you can't get legendary shards from Spider anymore for our new players out there, I'm sorry. I'll just apologize on Bungie's behalf. I'm sorry you can't get more shards from the material guy.
Okay. All right. So, new people, new listeners and new light players and whoever you are that's new to the game, returning players, whoever. Let us know how many shards you have and if it's actually as big an issue as Gator makes it out to be.
Yeah, leave.
Personally, I'm sitting on 3,000 and I don't even use them.
Yeah, I've got somewhere around that, but yeah,
somewhere around that.
You know what? We put it in our show feedback channel, guys.
Yes,
on our Discord.
Yes,
let us know how many legendary shards you have. Let's see if
shard.
I may be complaining for nothing here, but I think there needs to be a source for legendary shards because you need them. You need them for everything. Whether you're ranking up or turning something in, you have to use legendary shards. All right, I'm off my soapbox. Sorry, man.
You're good, man.
I'm derailing us again. Sorry.
You're good. But so this is, I mean, I don't know. I've got a good feeling about this. I mean, I like it and everything, but my only concern is that's a lot of playing.
Not really. If you go on a double weekend, you'll just get it so much faster. I mean, I think I moved up. I played double during Iron Banner. They usually have double Valor and then triple Valor in the weekend, which is when I sometimes play too. And I'm telling you, it's like every other game you're ranking up. It's really fast.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just a lot of playing to get to max or to get to reset.
Well, let me ask you this,
and let alone across 3 different activities, because ultimately they're going to include strikes in this too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you figure you could run the chance of getting 3 Ascendant shards in, I mean, one season, not counting the actual season pass that they give us 2, I think, on there.
Well, I tell you what, Hazel, let's just having a little experiment here. You go to the Vanguard, go to Mr. Titan over there, and ask Zavala and say, listen, I got some tokens here, sir. Can I have an Ascendant shard, please? And see what he gives you.
Here's a bunch of bullshit, Guardian.
Exactly.
That's pretty much what he's going to tell me.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I try. And then Shax is just going to, he's going to tell you to get out of his face. That's basically that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Stand a better chance giving shit to Eververse. All right. So it's with a heavy heart. Not really. This shit was broken. We all knew it. So Shatter Dive is getting a slight nerf. Actually, not really a slight nerf. It's a decent nerf. It's not terrible. It's still going to kill a couple Guardians. People are still going to feel salty about it, but it's not going to be as rampant as it was before. So Shatter Dive and Whisper of Fissures are getting nerfed against Guardians only. Look at that.
I like it. Wait a minute. Do you say they're tuning Crucible separately from PvE?
I know. I'm so excited.
Come on, Bungie. You should have done this a long time ago.
Who'd have thunk it? Wow. Now if only they do the same for guns. Anyway, so I won't get you started. So this is going to go live on update 3.0.2. So now it's funny because they actually gave us some numbers here, and these numbers are fucking bonkers.
I don't even know what they mean. You're going to have to explain it to me like I'm someone who doesn't played before.
All right. So for one of the things that jumped out to me was this, is that the max range damage reduced from 50 to 5.
So does that make it useless?
At max range.
Okay, so there's going to be fall off, and that's what they're saying.
Yeah, there's going to be fall off, exactly.
It's not going to be linear.
Just at the fact that it used to be 50 damage.
Oh my god, dude. At max range. Wow.
At max range. That is bonkers. I love it though. I was like, this is great. And I mean, they're doing some other stuff too. So it's, this is all, this seems to me like a much better nerf than what Warlocks got at the beginning of the season.
Well, I don't even use a Warlock stasis. I use a Voidwalker because stasis is useless for a Warlock. I mean, we just get run over by Shatter Dive hunters and these icy Titans sliding around shotgunning everywhere. So I don't even bother. They nerfed it in the ground. Now now if they balance the other classes, which it looks like they're heading that way, with kind of tame things down. We had our fun. Now it's time to get more into gunplay. Then I'm good with that. Yeah.
Yep, which is exactly where they're headed basically with this. So actually next up on the chopping block will be the Stasis Titan Behemoth. So that's going to be next up on the chopping block, but they're not going to do anything with it just yet, just until they see what all is going on. So and while they're at it, I hope they fix the damn melee. And then aside from that, so they have some midterm goals. So they are, to me, they are kind of refocusing on PvP. So I don't know what the hell they've done for the past 14 months since they last said, hey, we're going to dedicate ourselves to PvP. But they're going to refocus, and they are basically in early talks about PvP changes and bringing up light subclasses and basically putting the focus more on the gunplay. So, and
who would have thunk it? Gunplay. What a concept.
But I can just freeze you, so it's okay. All right. So, aside from that, they have a new Bungie community manager for the Russian community. Welcome, or whatever Russian word is for welcome. And then...
No clue.
Yeah, I don't know. Auf Wiedersehen or whatever it is.
I don't think you're right there.
I doubt it. Too.
I think that's German. I think that's German.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh,
all right. So it's time again. So we have more bad news coming in. So
more bad news?
Yeah, we got some more bad news. Update 3.0.2 is basically going to rip the hearts out of the raiding community. They are fixing an exploit where players could have Shelter from the Storm permanently applied in the Deepstone Crypt raid.
Oh, the beginning where you're in the freezing ice storm.
So that means that we're going to have to learn the path. That means that we're going to have to kill shit. That means that we're going to have to actually try now.
So this is the point in the raid where I'll say, you guys just pull me through. Pull me through. I'm good. I'll just wait here. I'll kill myself. Just pull me through.
But you can't really do that, though, because of the number of ads. And then you're going to miss out on that chest in the beginning,
That's
too.
right. Well, everyone's been just, running in, grabbing the chest every week, not even running the raid.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, I haven't done that. Sorry. I haven't thought about that. I've been busy playing Gambit. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, I've been playing Gambit, too. I like it. We'll have to get Axe back on because I want to know his take on it.
I can tell you the hot take. Tone down the ads, Bungie. The ads are like I'm playing a master. I was just talking to Warcry. We were playing last night. We were playing Gambit, and I said, "Dude, I got a red bar hive guy over here. 3-shot me with some kind of fireball gun, and I'm almost dead. I'm running for my life. I can't even kill a red bar." So, little tip here: if you're going to run Gambit, it's playing. The ads are playing very much like Gambit Prime was, where you have a lot of yellow bars. You have a lot of heavily armored. For some reason, even though they don't have a shield, they're heavily armored. I'm 1280 light going into this thing, power or whatever, and I'm running for my life if I go in there by myself. And I don't know how many times I've lost moats because I was too bold, trying to kill stuff too quickly. And
that's a thing.
Go with the group. That's the tip. Go with the group. Don't go in there by yourself. You'll get owned.
Yeah. Those beware the red bar. Not just in PvP. But so besides that, big surprise to anyone who ever tried running Unrelenting, the perk was not triggering health regeneration.
Really? So holy shit! No wonder.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, how many fucking ads do I need to kill?
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, is this supposed to be? Wow, how many am I supposed to kill?
Yeah, exactly. It's like I just wiped out a whole line of Thrall, and my health is still just normal. So, yep. So there's that. Not really much else. I mean, there is one other thing here that's going to make some people a little more upset too. And that's they're fixing an issue where Cloud Strike hits on the Divinity Cage counted as 2 precision hits. So that means that Cloud Strike will probably no longer be part of the meta besides double shotgun anarchy. So, but I mean, I'm sure Cloud Strike will still be good though.
I was using Cloud Strike in Crucible last night, and it is it is a heavy sniper rifle though, and it has so much damn kick, man. Oh,
I love it though, man. I got a triple and a double in the same match. I was
awesome.
like, oh yeah.
That you got lucky because the guys I played against were all flawless and running around with dire promises. I couldn't even aim down the scope fast enough. I was already dead in 3 taps.
Yeah, I was playing a bunch of potatoes. I'm pretty sure.
Oh man. Well, I will say this: I did break out the Adored, which now I have all 3 wraps of.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you. I got that last night, my last Crucible one, and I freaking love this sniper, man. It's lightweight. It's the middle of the road sniper handling wise, and it hits like a rock though. It just reminds me of the Beloved. It has very good aim assist, at least it seems to. Now, once I switch to Cloud Strike though, it's like night and day. Cloud Strike is so hard to use for me anyway. It's very heavy sniper for me.
Man, I prefer using Cloud Strike, but yeah, that zoom on the Adored is, oh man, it gives me chills just thinking about it.
Okay, I like it. It's a good gun.
Yep, and then they have a complete and utter list of things that are known issues.
Yeah, they do,
and that's a crazy list of things. Shit that quite frankly I didn't even know that I knew it was a thing.
Well, do you mind if I read one out here?
Sure.
Mida Multi-Tools Catalyst wasn't dropping from competitive Crucible wins. Bungie, that's the only catalyst I don't have. That's a fix, by the way. That's a what?
That's a fix.
No, it says upcoming. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's in 3.0.2, which is coming out on the 19th.
Yeah, but what about all the Crucible wins I got in the past? I've been trying to get that stupid catalyst forever, man.
Yeah, you're good.
All right.
You'll live.
I will. You're right.
Yeah. So, and then aside from that, movies, doodles.
Yeah, look good. I liked them.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And it's going to be interesting to see what Bungie does next week with their TWAB. So, well,
DMG was saying there's 4 TWABs left, and they're going to hype us for the next season. That's coming up, right? And I don't know about you, but there's still 2 triumphs that we haven't done yet for our Warden title that aren't even listed. I don't know, man. I'm really worried. I mean, we got less than 3 weeks left. Well, February 9th, it's over. February 9th. I mean, so that's 3 weeks, I guess. We got about 3 weeks. But that's it. I mean, are they going to throw this stuff in like last minute? It must be just something simple, like complete this mission.
It better be, because I've got, I've done everything for the Ward.
Me too.
Besides whatever the last 2 are.
I've got all the boxes checked.
Yeah. So, I mean, thanks to me going to Shirochi and doing that. So,
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You got the exotic ship from the High Celebrant mission yet? I haven't. I've done it like 6 times now. I haven't been able to get it. Is there something I'm doing wrong? I'm just curious.
Yeah. I got it my first time through and didn't know it was an exotic.
Oh my God.
I didn't know it was a rare drop.
I've heard it's a killer looking ship though, man.
It looks utter and completely badass. So
I heard it's pretty big.
It is. It's big.
Damn, man. I got to get that thing.
There's a clip.
Shit. All right. Well, anything else, Hazel? Anything else we need to talk about?
No, I believe that is pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Not much else going on in the world of Destiny besides them dropping a bomb on us and then saying you're welcome.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's bring Scumdeth back into the conversation here and let's do some more Destiny talk. We're going to do that right after this. Hey gang, just a quick reminder. We now have a Destiny 2 clan, and Hazel and I invite you to be a part of it.
If you're looking to find a clan, now would be a great time to jump in and get to know some of these people that you've heard on the show. And we're not hardcore, so you don't have to worry about, us slave driving you to do raids and shit like that. Enjoying your time is basically all that we ask.
So, If you're looking for a clan out there, we have a permanent link in our Discord under our channel GDC Destiny 2 Clan, where you can find a link. Otherwise, look for Guardian Downcast or DOWN is our call sign.
We do ask that you join our Discord first, so that way we can communicate clan nights and things along those lines. And aside from that, you can lurk all you like.
Thanks very much, gang.
All right, so we are back, and we're going to do some Destiny talk. So what we're going to do is this. So Scumdeth. So last week, we were talking to Chris, and we were a little or a lot critical about PvP and that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
And then Beyond Light and Stasis and all the love that we could give it there. So, so what do you think about Stasis and PvP and this kind of like the state of the game? What do you think?
Yeah, I never used to be into PvP because I used to just get my ass kicked, and I keep progressing and I just dive in. You know, Iron Banner's going now, so if I get like 10 minutes, I'll jump in, quick Iron Banner game or two. But you know, I'm getting whooped by Stasis all the time. And I've tried it, but I've got no idea what I'm doing. It's a bit like the Sentinel Titan subclass. I have no idea how to use that either. I've not really sort of delved too deep into it, but I prefer my solar throwing hammers. I'm addicted to it, and I'm sort of a bit nervous about trying other subclasses, and that Stasis. I need to know a little bit more. I know I'm getting annihilated by it all the time, but I just do need to know a little bit more and how to use it in PvP, really.
Well, you're talking to Mr. Stasis here, so good. Go for it.
Okay, so I love Stasis. I do 110%. I'm all about it. I run it on, well, I mean, I would say all three subclasses, but mainly Warlock and Hunter. Yeah. So, yes, Gator, you heard me right. I did say Warlock.
I'm stunned.
Yeah, because some Warlock cheat codes that I found out. But I think that, yeah, see, I love making him sigh. It's fun. So, but here's the thing, though. So now this is going to be kind of controversial for some people, but I don't like Stasis on the Titan.
Okay.
I don't. So I think that because I had the same thought because I'm a Titan main usually. And I just don't like it. I don't like the fragments. I don't like the fragments are fine, but the aspects for it though, I just don't like them. It's like you can slide through, the shards, I'm trying to think even what the other one is. Oh, you can, I think it gives you like things for your punch, basically. It like refills your melee. And I'm just kind of like, But on my Hunter, though, so the Hunter has Shatter Dive, which is a point of contention for a lot of people. Gator, feel free to sigh. No, we're not. And then, so what Shatter Dive is you can drop like ice, like an ice wall or something like that, and then you can jump up in the air, and then you slam down, and then it shatters the ice. Which is fun because you can actually see the impact. Not that you can't see it when you slide through it, but this gives you a little more control, I feel. And then the other part of it is Winter's Shroud. So this is the other aspect for it, where basically if you dodge near somebody, it slows them. So to me, those two are a whole lot more fun than the two for the Titan.
Can I just ask something about aspects? I mean, I've got it up now, Stasis on my Titan. My aspects is empty on that. I mean, what are they and how do you get them? I really don't know.
Okay. So yeah, so to get aspects, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and you want to basically just kind of finish the additional campaign. So after you beat the original campaign, it unlocks Stasis. But then when you go talk to Zavala and then Varix again, then you're basically fighting one of Aramis's minions for like.
Oh, what? Say that again? I'm missing out on a quest.
Yeah. Yeah,
There's so much more to do after the initial campaign.
Oh, where's Varix?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? On Europa.
Yeah, on Europa.
Oh, I'm going there right now.
So yeah,
I can see him hitting Varix on the head. Hey, McFly.
What's going on?
Yeah. What do I need to do here?
I'm going to pull your other arm off. Let's go. Come on. So, but yeah, so you can get those from him, and then also you can get them by doing by finishing some of the strangers quests. So she's got some quests that you can do where you have to do. It's like 4 or 5 parts per, so it's a bitch to do. But it's completely worth it because it unlocks your other grenades, like the cold snap grenade and the dusk field grenade. And then I know Raven is going to try to listen to this with a fine-tooth comb to, tear me apart. But aside from that, though, it's those quests are, it's kind of a bear to do on all 3 characters. It really is. But it's completely worth it because the aspects are pretty good. And the good news is that when you do the other things and you can unlock the fragments carry over. So if you get like the fragments done on your hunter or your titan, then they automatically carry over and they're to complete an open pool for your other characters.
Fragments that you just pick them up as you go, do you?
Well, fragments are basically sort of like little ability things that you can do. So there's 6 of them out right now. Things like that you gain bonus weapon damage after freezing a target with stasis. Right. That's one of them. Another one that I love is Whisper of Fissures. I won't tell you what class because I don't want to hear Gator complain, but it increases the damage and size of burst of your stasis when you destroy stasis crystal or defeat a frozen target. So it's fun to get like double and triple kills with that.
You don't know how much I'm biting my tongue right now. This is the most quiet you'll ever hear Gator.
Yeah, he's just biting his lip right now. It's amazing. So, and then Whisper of Refraction, basically defeating slowed or frozen targets grant class ability energy. And then let me see here. Whisper of Durance. Slow from your abilities lasts longer. And also that buffs your strength by 10. That's a fun one.
By the way, not to interrupt, when you complete the campaign, I was just looking it up because I'm trying to finish it now on my Titan. When you're trying to unlock your aspects for your subclass, for your stasis subclass, Born in Darkness is what you're looking for there. From
Born in Darkness, where would I find that?
That's from Elsie or the Stranger. You're going to get that from the Stranger. When she finally motions you over to talk to her, once you're done with the campaign, the story missions, that's when you know she's summoning you, you'll know Born in Darkness is where you start to unlock your, is it not fragments?
Well, it's fragments, aspects, and the grenade.
Right, exactly.
Well, no, I'm sorry, it's aspects and grenade.
Right.
That's what they are.
The
fragments come from her.
And there's like 34 steps, so just keep that in mind.
It's a nightmare.
Well, I just went to Varix and there's nothing there.
Go talk to the Stranger. She's a little bit further south.
Talk to her. Yeah.
I'm at the Stranger.
Yep. Luckily, there's a fast travel point to her.
Bugger all.
That's necessary.
Nothing.
Okay, so that means you may already have it.
All right.
Yeah, if you pull up your map, look way up at the top next to, it's called Reese Reborn.
Okay. Reese Reborn approach, yeah.
Yep. Is there like a little mark up there, like a little circle or something up there that you can...
No, nothing.
Have you done the campaign? Have you finished the campaign yet? Where you talked to Zavala?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, he has...
yeah.
He is talking to Zavala.
I'm trying to figure out where he's at. I'm just trying to figure out where he's at here. Okay, good. Okay, I know how we can fix this. Go to your quest tab.
Yep, that's what I'm pulling up now.
And look at your whatever the symbol is for the campaign or whatever. What quest shows that you need to do?
It's that sort of crown-looking thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
European Protector 2, Born in Darkness, Hard Rain Falls, Europa Challenges 1, Empire's Fall, Europa Arms.
Empire's Fall.
Yeah, and you have Born
Fall.
You have Born of Darkness, which means you work on that to open up your stasis abilities.
Yeah, and Empire's Fall is another one that you can unlock your stasis ability to.
Yep. That's what you need to focus on.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Oh, and nice one. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, and then also the Stranger has some other, like she has some other things that you can get too. I think it's like Umbral something or another. I think I still have, Umbral Plunder, Umbral Schemes, things like this. Or she has like little icons where you can like go ahead and like pick them up, and then you can get fragments if you do like the 4 steps.
Okay.
So yeah, and those steps are, I mean, they're kind of a bear. When you're going through them, just to be brutally honest with everybody, because you have to like get so many kills in a certain area and do a certain thing, and then you have to do like 3 strikes and get so many kills and strikes with stasis, and then you have to then you have to do a lost sector, and then you talk to her, and then you can get whatever it is. So it's like 3 steps, but it's still time consuming because, you know, to me, it'd be better if stasis were like something permanent, like for this season in strike playlists, as something you could use to get your pinnacle. So that way you don't have to redo like 3 more strikes. So that way you can get, on the weekly burn or whatever it is.
See, Hazel has everything unlocked for all 3 classes. This is how long this takes. You have to kind of work at it little by little, but I'm, almost max light. I'm at 1258 max core light power, whatever they want to call it, and I just got my last fragment for my warlock, which is my main. The other ones I'm now working through the campaign. I just finished the campaign, and now I'm working on the Born of Darkness, like you are, Uncle Scumdeth. So it takes a while. You just gotta be patient. I mean, that's the content, right? That's the content of the expansion.
Yeah, man. Well, we're in lockdown, so I've got nothing else to fucking do.
Exactly.
It's that way though. It's that way for like all of the big content drops that they did. Like, Forsaken. What was the one before that? Shadowkeep, Forsaken. You had to run it again.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, but if you have 3 characters, it's going to take a while.
Just got one of them in it.
Yeah. But so it is definitely something that is there, but I absolutely love stasis. Now, okay, so the Warlock stasis, get a load of this, man. So their aspects are basically one of them. When you know how Warlocks put down their rift, that little pea puddle that they stand in, how they do that freezes enemies. Anybody who's near them, even in PvP.
And what's wrong with that?
Nothing is wrong with it. It's cheat codes. It's awesome. I froze 2 people in PvP this morning, and they were not happy, especially when I killed them both.
But now keep in mind, you have to time it right, because if you put your and not only that, but you have to do it when they're next to you. If you put it down and then they run into your well or your pea puddle, or whatever you want to call it, afterwards, it's not going to freeze them. I don't believe so. It doesn't in PvE. You have to do it. It's just an initial freeze when you first enable it. So
yeah, but it doesn't. It's not the other freeze that lasts like it's not the one that lasts 1 second. This is the one that lasts.
Yeah, that's true. It does. They're frozen for a good 5 seconds.
Yep. And so there's that. And then the other thing that's cheat codes for Warlocks that I absolutely love too is what?
Nothing.
It is
nothing.
Because but compare these 2 aspects for the
Shatter Dive, really,
and the one for the Titan.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so the other one is this. Get a load of this. So you beat somebody who's frozen. Okay, you smack them around. Okay, they shatter, and then basically they drop a cold snap grenade that goes tracing out, trying to find somebody aggressively, and then it freezes them. So then you kill them, and then another cold snap grenade drops, and it traces to the next person.
Again, what's wrong with that?
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'll let Scumdeth chime in.
Okay. He's speechless.
Sorry, what was that?
He said cold snap. Cold snap. What the hell's a cold snap?
Yeah, he's like, I don't have that yet. But basically, it's a grenade that like you drop on the ground and it traces and it seeks out an enemy and it freezes them.
Oh yeah, I'll be down with that. What have I?
Yeah, see, I'm selling everybody on being a warlock.
Yeah.
No. Well, you're a Titan main, right? Warlock.
Yeah. In
For
Destiny 1, I was Titan main, and then I had a warlock.
Okay.
And in D2, I've only got a Titan. I really keep thinking about getting my warlock going because I really did enjoy it.
They're fun.
Really did enjoy it in D1.
In the raids, you can sail over all the Titans and little triple jumper hunters when you're trying to platform on those different things. Oh, there's that sigh. There we go. I got it.
Oh,
I got the sigh from Hazel.
I need to get my warlock going.
I love it.
I might go grab him now. Actually,
I'm telling you, it's nice to platform with if you have the right burst glide is what you want to have on. It's really nice to platform with a warlock. So much easier.
Yeah. I mean, I did, I sort of started off as a Titan main, and then my warlock took over in D1.
The problem with platforming with a Titan is it's literally a straight line, and you overshoot your banks sometimes. I do it all the time when I'm trying to raid with my Titan. I'll shoot over and go, whoa, wait a minute, stop. And I'll have to try to cancel my jump.
Yeah.
Whereas a warlock, I can flute in the air forever and just land nice and soft right on the platform.
See, that's because you don't Titan. So, I mean, myself, I never have problems jumping as a Titan.
Yeah, but here's the thing. When you run out, you drop like a rock. At least with a warlock, you can coast down forever.
Can I ask you guys? Can I ask you guys a question? Right, if you were you remember the game Gauntlet?
Yeah.
When you first played Gauntlet, what was the character you sort of went for? Because mine was the warrior, which is obviously sort of the Titan. And you've got the wizard, which is your warlock. I was always sort of the warrior in Gauntlet, and I think that's where I was always the
I was always the spell. I was always the spell person. Yeah.
Yeah, the wizard. Yeah. I think that game. When you play that when you're young, it tells you who you're going to be in Destiny. If you know what I mean.
There's the title. I was gonna do It's Creamy, but I think I'd find a better.
Creamy might work.
I like Creamy too.
Sorry for interjecting.
I'll think about it. No, that's good. I like that insight.
I've always sort of thought that.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I like that thought. We'll have to test it out and see what people think. So I mean, that's stasis. I mean, it sounds like you haven't unlocked enough of it, and then you're unfortunately on a Titan, so that's another issue there. But
that's going to change today.
another warlock. Come on, brother.
Now
bring it on, man.
Yeah, now he's going to be like, yeah, I'm a whore for stasis now too. This is the greatest thing ever.
Cheers, Hazel.
Yeah. Then he's going to be like, oh, hey, I'm sorry, bro. I can't play golf with you. I'm running stasis. It's amazing.
Doing slooper bombs.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm using my stasis rod. All right, sorry. Bad pun.
So that's that's stasis in a nutshell. But I would say definitely give it a shot. And I mean, I'm imagining, quite frankly, that no Titan really likes stasis right now except for in PvP, because it's decent in PvP. They just need to fix the damn melee, because the melee is horrible.
Yeah, but I'm telling you what, as people start getting better and better with that Titan, the super lasts forever.
Thank God.
And the movement is fantastic on it. I mean, I played it a little bit, and it's your movement speed is you can't match it with anything else. And the damage resistance. My God. Can I just rant here for a sec? Here's the problem with stasis, and the problem with Destiny overall right now in the Crucible, and this is why a lot of people are leaving, I think, is the problem is supers have gotten so much more powerful and so much more resistant to damage. especially roaming supers. And I think Mercules mentioned this on Firing Range a few weeks ago. The problem is guns have not gone up with it. The guns have only gotten weaker, especially kinetics. I don't know, I can't explain it, but it's like every time I'm in the Crucible and I get frozen, or a Titan freezes me and then slams through me and obliterates me, or a hunter flies above me, freezes me with a grenade and just shatters like 10 of us at the same time, I'm thinking guns don't even matter. I call it the ice show. I'm like, okay, it's the ice show. And I get all fury. I just get pissed off. And I am a Battlefield player. I love the Battlefield games. In fact, they're coming out with a modern shooter in 2021. DICE, please don't mess it up. Please take your time, do it right, because that's the kind of game I like, is a realistic shooter. But Destiny's gun handling mechanics are so beautiful and smoother than anything, even Battlefield. A lot smoother and a lot easier to use and a lot more responsive and a lot more rewarding when you shoot a gun in Destiny. Just Bungie, please bring the gun powers up to match all the supers that are flying around right now.
No.
Yes. Make it more of a gun game. Or how about a gun game mode in Crucible where there's no abilities? I'd be all over that, man. I think we mentioned that last year.
That'd be good.
But then you'd be complaining, though, that guns are too powerful and that you get killed out of your super. But
no, then you can literally say get good, scrub, because there's no abilities to crutch on.
But
you can't rebut me on this. There's no way you can argue against this. The gun game is what makes Destiny great. Come up with a Crucible mode that is guns only. I love it.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, of course. I mean, I would like that as well, but I mean, that's not for us to say. That's for Bungie to,
Sorry, but got a little bit carried away. Rant's over. Continue.
I bet if you go into Mayhem now, I bet it's just ice crystals everywhere.
God, see, I don't ever play. I don't
like
ever play that game.
Ice cave.
It's like, forget about it. I don't even use my gun. I just use grenades and supers. That's all I got to use.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you don't use guns at all, do you?
So why not have a Crucible mode that does the opposite?
Yeah. No, good. Yeah, good call.
That makes complete sense. It does.
Definitely.
I mean, I think that I said that last week.
You did. You did. And I agree. I'm piggybacking off of you. Because
I really like that idea.
That was a great idea. Yeah. Okay, fine. I'm patting Hazel on the back right now. Good job. I don't give him enough credit.
Nah, it's all right. So, one quick thing I did want to say is that I was wrong a couple weeks ago. So I'm going to go ahead and give Gator some props here. He was correct. And with that being said, that Osiris is actually in the tower.
Yeah.
I saw him. And because I thought before that it was just somebody like who looked like Osiris.
And you told me he was dressing up. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's actually Osiris. It's,
I'm so saving that soundbite is forever.
He's gonna put that on everything.
Every outtake, right. Every outtake before the show ends, for the last music drops, you will hear that soundbite every show from now on.
Well, it's a good thing I'm recording this too, because now I can.
No.
I can say the one about what was it? What was it you said? Can I? It's okay.
I don't remember. I plead the fifth.
Well, look at that. All right. So we were pretty critical last week, and that. So what's at least one thing that you like about Beyond Light right now?
Who do you want to ask first?
I'm open.
Okay,
open
I'll say it because I did it this week or this last week.
Stasis.
Sorry, no, it's not. Not going to be stasis. This is the one thing I think Bungie listened to a lot of us solo players out there, and that is the solo Legend Lost Sectors. I finally did one a little bit last week, and I only ran it twice, and I got the exotic gauntlets for my Warlock, so more cheat codes. Yay for me. No, I got the the ones that Kingsley crutches on all the time in the raid. No, sorry, Kingsley, but you do. You do. I'm sorry, he does. I look over and all the ads are just poisoned and just dying. I'm like, well, shit. The necrotic grips. I mean, I got a pretty good roll too. It's a 58 stat. It's not the greatest, but the way they distribute whenever you look at an armor roll, Lee, don't just look at the number. Look at where they're putting those numbers. Like mine has almost a 20 intellect. It's really good, and almost a 20 mobility. So it's a
That's something of. Yeah, something I've never really bothered with. I just look at light level.
Yep.
And just delete. Two helmets there, whatever. I'll delete the lowest one. It's something I don't really get into.
Yeah.
Does it really matter?
It does.
Not
especially
where you are right now, though.
No.
Not where you are right now.
Okay.
It's an end game type vibe.
Yeah, but if you're raiding and stuff and you want to get max DPS and you want to one phase the boss or two phase the boss instead of three phasing and struggling and getting killed at the last minute, these perks make a big difference. Luke Smith has really pushed for this. The Armor 2.0 has just been fantastic. And all the mods that are available now, you just got to look through them, Lee. Just look through them. There are so many different mods. If you can spend an hour just looking at all the different ways you can configure your armor now. It's really nice.
Yeah, cool, man. Well, since we've been on this talk, I'm just messing around with my gear, and I've gone up 2 light levels just during this podcast.
Listen to this podcast, and you'll raise 2 light levels as well.
You'll increase. Yeah, no, that's cool, man. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean, so what am I? If I'm 1235 now, so it would be sort of 1250, is it, when you should really start taking notice of all that type of thing?
1200 is the, I guess you could call it the first cap, the first stage. Then you have 12. Then you have 1250, which is what they call the soft cap. And then 1260, between 1250 and 1260 is where you're going to have to do pinnacles.
That's the pinnacle stuff.
That's what's going to take time.
And powerfuls. Yeah. I mean, powerfuls will get you there too.
Yeah, once you reach a certain level. Yeah, gear score.
Yeah, I try and do my pinnacles every time I jump on. It's like, 3 gambits, 3 strikes, 3 crucibles or whatever. But then I sort of get a bit lost. Like, what do I do after that? Once I've done my pinnacles, what do I do next to sort of level up? Or you just sort of play it, you know?
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, you can. That's the thing about the game now is, I mean, you can pretty much level up doing anything.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's.
I'm sorry. You're 1233. You said
1235. I was 1233 at the beginning of the podcast. I'm 1235 now.
Now, is this with your artifact or without your artifact?
What's an artifact?
No, your thing at the bottom below your ghost. What light?
Right.
Plus are you on that?
Power bonus plus 10.
Okay, so you're 1225.
Oh, right. Okay. Flag of Zivu Arath.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So without that, I would be 1225. Is that right?
Oh, yeah. And you unlock those different things in the artifact. Look at those. There's some really good perks in there that you can. This is stuff you can add to your guns and armor. So.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, yeah.
It opens all kinds of possibilities.
Yeah, and here's one thing I did want to throw out there too is, like, I'm a tryhard. So when I was going through the campaign, I was looking at stat rolls then too. So like there were some like 12, 11 drops that I was getting where I'm just like, okay, so I'm like, that's a 60 stat. I mean, or that's a really good stat roll. So I'm going to hold on to that for when I get to, 1250 plus, because I'm going to carry that with me. So, I mean, so that's another mindset there, but that's also the reason why I have like 480 spots filled in my vault right now.
Another great soundbite. Yeah. Perfect. This is a soundbite episode. I'm a tryhard. Can't wait.
Dude, I'm 1259 on all 3 characters.
I'm so proud of you, man, because you were always kind of in between games last season, and you've been all in this year, man. This season, I love it.
Yeah. Well, I'm 1259 on all of my characters, and I am. Well, let's check in and let's see where everybody is.
Let's check in. So, Lee, you said you're at 50 on your season pass, correctly?
Oh, let me just have a quick check. 50. Oh, darn, 48.
48. Okay.
48.
Right. It's not bad.
It's not bad. Just to be brutally honest with you, Lee, the best way to do it is going to be, sadly say this, but bounties.
Yeah.
If you do bounties,
Okay.
it's going to go ahead and get you. I mean, you'll be through it'll be unreal how much experience you get from doing bounties.
And Lee,
like Crucible bounties and stuff. Yeah.
you can get bounties on your app now on your phone. You don't even have to be online.
Yes, I noticed that, and I have been doing that actually while I'm at work. When I know I'm on, the missus is at work. She's like, right, get home, take your dogs out, get me bounties at dinner time at work.
There you
then
go.
Come home, bang. Yeah, so it just saves you going to the tower, though, doesn't it?
Yes. All that walking
Because
around.
that is such a waste of time.
People only have so much time to play. That's one of the greatest things they've done this season.
Yeah. That I must admit, that is one of the best things in Destiny. Yeah, you can pick up all your stuff, and then you don't have to go. It takes ages on PS4 to get load into the tower, run around, do all that. But you can do it all on your phone and get it all done while the game's loading in. Because it takes so flipping long.
Yep, it's nice.
Yeah.
No, that's a really good thing they've done. Yeah.
All right, so we know where Uncle Scumdeth's at. Where are you at, Hazel?
Well, I'm 1259 on one of my characters, and it's actually two of my characters, close to 1260 on my Titan for some unknown weird reason, and then I'm 1260 on my Warlock, my Hunter.
What's your season pass?
128 actually.
Very nice.
Hey, did it go up to 100?
Goes past,
it goes above
100.
Yeah.
Oh right, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. But you don't
darn.
get anything really. I mean, you get engrams. What is it? Every 10?
Every 5.
Okay.
You get a Tess Everest engram from the Tess Everest store. Yep. Gives you random stuff. Yeah, from like several seasons
okay,
ago.
cool. So you can just keep going, can you? Is that?
Yep. Yeah, like oh, okay. I was going to say I'm in the tower, but I'm not in the tower. But if you look at the tower, you'll see basically I'm going to go into the tower here and see where people are.
And you can pull Tess Everest up while you're in orbit now too.
Yep. Well, it's been that way for a while.
Well, yeah,
You
I just didn't know if he knew that or not. Yeah. You can actually cash in your engrams without having to go to the tower. It's nice.
Yep. But so in the tower, I'm just waiting to see like what people's power levels are, because to me it's fun to see. Gator said last week he saw somebody that was 500
season pass. Yep.
Yeah, on their season.
See, because that's the number above your number above your head now is when you're in the world. Your season pass level is so people can see exactly how much you play on that account.
Yep, and that's the thing that I absolutely love about it. That's my thing that I appreciate about it, because I think that's a great change. Because I saw a level 25, a level 5, and there was a level 25 with him, and they were like doing like the campaign. So here I am at like 120 at the time, and I'm just like, okay, well here I'll dive in and I'll help them. So I was just like, it lets you know kind of like where people are, and it lets you kind of be a bro to people. And
especially if you go to the Cosmodrome, the Divide, and you see all these level 1s running around, you're like, all right, I'll help you with the battle tank a little bit. I'll help a little. I'll throw a grenade your way. I realize that you're just starting to play the game. They're usually playing the new light part, you know.
Yep. Now here's a question for you guys. So if you do that and you help somebody out on a public event, do you make it heroic?
I have no idea. I've never tried it.
No, I don't, because I don't know how to make any public event heroic.
I make every public event heroic, or at least I try to if I can.
The problem is they work against you because they don't know how to make one heroic.
But
no, I couldn't tell you.
Some of them are, worth a dang, and they can go ahead and, they'll like see like, oh, what are you doing? And then they'll like help you do whatever it is.
Yeah, that's happened to me too.
Yeah.
Like
so, and I mean, it's like a teaching moment almost, where I can say like, hey, hey, this is what you do. Now, granted, we're not really talking, but still.
But they figure it out. They figure out what you're trying to do.
Yeah, hopefully anyway. And the ones that don't, then I just kind of, make it heroic, and then they sort of die a lot, and then.
So, Lee, next time you're on Cosmodrome and you see these little projectors shooting up into the ship above, shoot those projectors. And if you shoot them, if you shoot all those projectors on each place they move, it makes it heroic.
Yeah.
There's one.
Right. Okay.
There's one heroic you already learned how to do now. So.
Yeah. Nice one. I do.
You know what?
Information.
Yeah, the one I hate is the one on Europa now, where you have to shoot the little ships that float around
I haven't even tried that.
diamonds.
I haven't even tried that yet.
You are such a casual. How are you like?
What world are we in? It must be in a different dimension that my light level, my base power level is lower than Hazel's. I'm at 1258 is my highest, and that's my warlock. I'm at 1280, almost 1282 with my artifact, but and I'm level 275 on my math.
275. You hear that?
What? What?
275.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Well, talk to Mo. Talk to Mo and then talk to me, okay? Mo's probably at 400 right now.
No, I think he took some time off, actually.
Well, he is playing Cyberpunk. I've been watching him play that. Yeah. I mean, I've seen him popping up on Steam. He's playing Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's one thing you like, Gator?
Well, just to finish up, I love that you can only get these exotics by soloing a legendary lost sector. Now, Lee, these lost sectors on Europa are like 1250 and 1280 light. They will kick your ass.
I've done one or two, and they've gone to like this legendary thing. So I'm not.
You have to discover the lost sector first to open it up, and then it'll show up as a legendary. And I was apprehensive too. I was apprehensive too. I just now at 1280 light power, whatever, just now jumped in, and I got to tell you, man. This reminds me of the days when I used to solo Nightfalls in Destiny 1. I had so much fun doing this. And yes, that Minotaur will run you down, and not Perdition, but the I think it's called S15 Vault or something. I can't remember the name of it, but he would 2 or 3 shot you and you'd be dead. But every time you kill a champion, you get an extra revive, but you only have limited revives, though. Keep that in mind. Then you have to start over. But I only did it twice yesterday before I went to dinner with my parents, and boom, I got the gauntlets. I was like, I love this.
Nice.
So thank you, Bungie, for doing something for the solo player. That's the best thing I like about this new season now. So who's next?
Well, the best thing I like about this season is that it's brought me back.
It has.
It just, it brought me back because I remember on like an episode a week or two ago, you mentioned that I'd said, should I buy this Beyond Light DLC?
Right. And
I think it was after that conversation, I was stood out the back, yapping to you on the phone, and then I came in, I went, whatever. And I just bought it immediately. And it's brought me right back into Destiny. I'm back there where I used to be, sort of like wake up in the morning, like I was dreaming about Destiny last night.
Thank you.
And again,
Bungie sent my commission. Thank you for that.
Yeah. It's a great game now. I love it. I don't really know what it is, but it's looking good. It's running nice. I think I just had burnout really, and this came at a perfect time for me. So. I just love it. And now Iron Banner's out. I'm jumping in Iron Banner. It's really brilliant. Yeah, I don't really know what it is, but I'm back in. I'm sucked back into it. It's great.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah, it's great. And it is fun to play again.
Yeah.
I think just that break really for me.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing like different games, Warframe and stuff like that, which is sort of quite similar, but yeah, now I'm back. I'm back for good.
I like it.
That's awesome.
What about you, Hazel?
Like I said, mine is basically seeing like the numbers above people's heads and having it actually mean something instead of seeing just 40. And it's like, they're level 40, obviously. But seeing that number and knowing that, hey, that person is probably out of their element a little bit. And then basically like just helping them with something like that. And then the other thing is that like I've had some people like message me and want to actually like partner up, like just like randoms. And I'm like, sure, why not? So
yeah, funny story. I had I was doing just like a couple of those legendary lost sectors, and One of our clanmates joined me, and I had to kick him, and I felt so bad. I'm like, I'm sorry, guy. I gotta run these solo. I can't run them with anybody. So I felt really bad. You have to run them solo to get your exotic. The legendary lost sectors. Yeah. Read the text. Read the text on the map. It says solo : better chance for exotic drop or something like that for the exotic arms or exotic helmet. Or it changes every day.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, damn.
So you got to run them solo.
Exotic.
Yeah, otherwise it won't drop. So I felt really bad. I think it was. I'll even tell you who it was.
Zen.
No, it wasn't Zen. It was Ruben. It was
Nebulous.
No, Ruben. I think it was Ruben the Rogue. Ruben the Dodge. Sorry, brother. He joined up on me. I was like, "Oh, who's this?" And it was one of our clanmates. And then I got to thinking about it. It's like, man, I can't run this with him. I had to kick him. So
did you at least message him?
I did. Well, okay, good. No, he wasn't on my friends list.
No.
So I couldn't message him via PSN, but I did on the app. I went to the app and said, "Sorry, Ruben, I had to kick you because I have to run this solo." So hopefully he got that message because he's like, "What a dick!" I joined to play with him and he kicks me out. So sorry, man.
It's not like he listens to the podcast and can say what a dick, but yeah.
I'm giving a shout out to Ruben the Dodge. Thanks for joining.
I'll tell you what though, when I put Destiny on and look at the roster. It's like I don't recognize any of them names. They're all in the clan.
We've had a lot of new people.
Not they're not all in the Discord and stuff. But it's like, this is awesome. There's loads of people. They might not be in the Discord, but there's loads more people in the clan now.
Yeah,
I just picked up about 8 different engrams from the clan.
Yeah. Please, if you're in the clan, please join the Discord because that is really the way we communicate in our clan. So if you're not in the Discord, you're missing out. So
definitely. Yeah.
I always put the clan invite link in our show notes on every podcast. So keep that in mind. Yep. Anything else you were going to add, Hazel? Before I interrupted?
No. No, I mean, I think that's pretty much everything. That's, some good discussion right there.
I thought it was. Yeah, I think that was.
Yeah, cool.
Was there anything, did you have
any? It around a little bit from what, from last week and the being critical about that we shouldn't be enjoying Destiny right now.
Yeah, well, I think it's the ultra hardcore players, especially Crucible players that are really feeling, I mean, let's face it, man, they took away 11 maps. They didn't add any. So, I mean, eventually that's going to, gets old,
I get it, but I mean, that's why you don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's why you diversify. That's
sure. Yeah, I get that. But even True Vanguard, I mean, he's has the coolest head of all the YouTubers out there when it comes to Destiny, and he was like, I think we might need to take Stasis out of Crucible. I'm like, wow, I don't think I'd ever hear True Vanguard say that. But
that's such a bitch comment to make. I'll be brutally honest, and I'm gonna say that. So
I like him though. He's a good guy.
He is, but that's such a bitch comment to make. Don't you think? Taking something out of the game because it.
Well, to be honest, this was from his community, so let's not put it all on him. This is what he asked his community: what 3 things would you want to change in the Crucible? And Stasis came up. So I think everyone's kind of sick of the ice show, to be honest, except Hazel. He's in there freezing everybody, going, "I don't need a gun. I don't need a gun."
Fun. I'm sorry. I play the game to have fun.
we discussed
I don't
this.
play the game to be, Johnny Tryhard, where I'm like, I gotta worry about my KD. Oh my god, I'm getting killed by noobs. Oh.
I can't shotgun this guy as easy anymore. I can't jump over him and shotgun him.
They're messing up my highlight reel. I was gonna get movie of the week.
I'm
wank.
His name is Hazel. It's Hazel NT on Twitter, everybody. Please roast him because I do not share that. I do not share that. I realize people have issues, including me. I even moan and complain. But before we leave this segment, though, I wanted to ask Lee, Uncle Scumdeth, is there anything you have questions about on Destiny before we move on that we haven't answered tonight?
as a returning player?
I don't know. I think I'm pretty good. I think you've told me a good few things tonight.
Okay.
So I think let me just look through my notes. No, I think we're all good, to be honest.
Okay.
He's like, a few things like I'm going to be a warlock.
He's got his he's got his spectacles on, going through his 10-page of notes. Let's see here. He's licking his thumb and finger. Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah. You can see me. You can see me.
Sipping a brandy.
No, yeah, that's all good. That's all good. I've had some questions earlier, so you've answered them, and I thank you for that.
Well, you got some homework now, so there you go.
Yeah, too right.
Yeah.
But crack on.
All right. Well, let's move on, and let's answer questions from our community. How about that, guys? Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. We'll do it right after this.
Hey Guardians, would you like to send us a question for the show? Well, there's 4 ways to do it.
Number 1, join our Discord server. There's a join link in our show notes. We have some great gamers in there, by the way, and you can just lurk or hang out or jump right in and talk with us. There's also a channel labeled Podcast Questions where you can type in your question for the show.
You can also email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com, or we also tweet out almost every week about our upcoming show, guest, and you can respond there with your questions at guardian_d_cast is our Twitter handle.
Finally, you can send us a voicemail with your questions at speakpipe.com/guardiandowncast. Remember, that's all one word. And we'll play it on the show for you guys.
SpeakPipe is honestly my favorite thing. But anyway, thank you for all you guys do, and toddles.
And later, Guardian. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the week. It's where we get our questions from our Discord and SpeakPipe and our website. People asking us questions, and we pose those to our guests, and we answer them as well if they're to all of us. And Hazel, why don't you pick the first one, man?
All right. So I'm going to go with this one. So I'm really interested to hear your thoughts. So this is from Ikora's Assassin. This is our recurring question that we're going to, leave in here for a while. And it's basically this question for the show. Let's say Bungie decides to give you a small but highly talented team to work on future content. Would you improve Crucible and PvP, generate more interesting strikes, etc., or dedicate more attention to overall progression? You can only choose one path. Thanks. Love the show. So you're not limited to those, but you can do anything that you want with this talented team. What would you do with Destiny?
Me personally, strikes. I love strikes.
So you put more interesting strikes?
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think they're as good in D2 as they were in D1. And then they brought back the Omnigul strike, and it's different. I'm like, what? Yes, it's back.
Yeah, that's
it's not quite as good.
No, I
feel a bit disappointed with that.
It's a light version. It does open up more area in the back in the final part of the map.
Yeah, definitely. But that was sort of my go-to. I really liked that. And what was the weapon that you got from doing the Omnigul strike?
Gnawing Hunger.
No. In Destiny 1.
No.
I'm sorry.
Destiny 1.
The fast firing pulse.
I can't remember. I can't remember what it's called. But that was a fantastic weapon from that strike.
Oh, we'll find it.
I need it. I need to know because.
Yeah. Oh God.
I've got a bunch of them. I'll find it. It was a
Sepix Prime strike. That was fantastic.
Grasp of Malak.
Grasp of Malak. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Grasp of Malak. Yep.
Excellent weapon that was.
Until they nerfed it. Yeah. That gun owned people in the Crucible.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a cool gun, man. Yeah. But I would improve strikes. More of them. Better, maybe a little bit longer as well, because 10, 12 minutes, you're done. It's like, what? So, make them into mini raids.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
That would be fun. Yeah, like a dungeon. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, man, totally.
All right, cool. I like that question. It's good to post that to our guests. All right.
That's cool.
I got one from Sweaty Spooks here. Question for the show. Has it ever been so cold that you experience what we Canadian folk would call a snotsicle? Ugh. It's especially worse here when it freezes your beard. LOL. Well,
let me just say.
Obviously, I have no answer for this to you guys.
Yeah, I have. When I ride into work, when it's 0 degrees centigrade outside at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm riding my motorbike into work, and I can't have the visor down because it steams up.
Yeah.
And with the visor open, I have icicles on my eyes, snotsicles on my moustache.
I'm just I'm picturing that right now. Because when you ride a motorcycle, most people don't realize it's 20 degrees cooler than if you were standing still.
Oh man, yeah. When you're doing 70 miles an hour, it's brutal. It's 0 degrees outside, and you're talking like, oof, it's horrible. That certainly wakes you up in the morning.
Yeah,
definitely does.
I bet you're awake when you get to work.
Oh Jesus Christ, man! The other day, it was quite icy out the front, and I didn't really see it. So I got my motorbike out, and then just went to pull away. The back wheel skid ripped right out. Managed to put my feet down and balance myself. I would have just trashed my motorbike straight away. Oh, it's not good. Not good riding a motorcycle around these days.
I'm sorry. What's
in this
ice?
weather?
What is ice?
It's what you put in your whiskey. And in the UK, it's what's on the bloody floor when I have to go to work.
Oh my god!
And what hangs off my moustache when I get to work. Like, have you been crying? It's like, no, it's the bloody. It's so cold. Everyone's driving into work in their cars, lovely warm heaters on. There's me like that. So yeah, main man, Sweaty Spooks. I know exactly what he's on about.
Well, Hazel, do you have an answer for that?
Probably not since I was a little kid. And so yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Probably not since then.
That's crazy. All right. What else we got?
All right. Next question. What's one thing?
Is that your dog? Is that your dog playing on a squeaky toy?
Maybe.
That's awesome.
That was him playing with it.
No. But anyway,
I'm sorry.
And that's actually upstairs too, so it's not down here in the basement with me.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a loud ass squeaky toy. So, Sweaty Spooks, question for the show: what's one thing you would get that money can't buy?
We always go to our guest first, Uncle Scumdeth.
The love from the Discord. The love from your Discord.
Good answer.
Money can't buy that. And it means so much to me. So that's my answer. And I mean it from the heart.
I love it.
Honestly.
Fantastic.
Gator.
Just, I would say family. You can't, I mean, I consider my Discord family too. I mean, I hope one day we can all meet up at like GSX or something one day. Me, you, and Chris were talking about this on the last episode. I really hope this can happen one day because I really would like to meet everybody in person.
Same.
And,
yeah. God,
but no, I mean, money can't buy great family. So I'm just so grateful every day that my family, one, lives close to me, and two, we're all very close. Brother, sister, doesn't matter who. Even my great grandmother, she's in a home right now. She's 94 now. So COVID's been a bitch when it comes to that stuff. So I haven't seen her in over a year. Anyway, that's my answer. Yep.
Yeah. One thing that I would say would be just the feeling I get whenever I hear that somebody listens to us.
Oh, that's a good answer too. Yeah.
I mean, this is one of the questions I think, but like for me, it's like, I think it was Link. When he's like, oh yeah, he's like, he was playing with us, and he was like, oh yeah, I feel like I already know you, Hazel. And I was like, I've never played with you before. And he's like, oh, because I listen to the podcast. And I was like, oh, you do? So I don't know. It just seems unreal to me that people would spend part of their life listening to me and Gator.
Yeah, but you do such a good job.
Thanks, man.
Such a good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's fantastic. Honestly, it's fantastic. It's
It's hard
something
to be
amazing you're doing for the community. Yeah.
That's a good answer, man. I can't top that. I'm amazed every day of, being able to create content every week. And, it was Dad's Tales for the longest time. And, they took a break. They took a break from it, and we picked up the torch and carried it. And I really hope those guys come back too, because I love that show.
Same.
I tuned in. I went all the way back to episode 1. I wanted to know what Boost was all about, I want to know what Barbecue was always so mad about. And Stu and JC Jesse always made me laugh.
Oh, yeah.
I miss
He's a
those guys.
character.
He is, man. And we got to have him back.
Yeah.
We got to have him back soon.
That's one bloke I'd like to meet. Yeah.
Yes. He's probably a trip, man. He'd be probably
Love
a
to
trip.
meet him.
Yep.
Okay.
Meet him at disc golf.
Well, then I'll skip over that. I'll skip over that question and make that our last question. I got one from the Laz. He goes, "What are your predictions for Witch Queen in terms of consoles? Do you think Bungie will only release it on next-gen systems, or will it continue to be supported on PS4 and Xbox One?" That's a good question. What do you guys think?
This is going to make me mad, but go ahead.
What is Witch Queen?
Witch Queen is next year's DLC.
It's the
right, okay.
the next big
Beyond.
drop, which will be probably November of this year.
Okay.
I keep forgetting it's 2021.
Oh, yeah. Good point, yeah.
Oh, is that going to be on the go, please?
I don't know.
The Omnigul strike comes back.
I think it's Savathun.
I think it's Savathun is...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. Well, I hope it comes to PS4, because I'm not buying a PS5 for the next 10 years. I'm stuck with this.
Yeah, I'll be glad when the bots are done scooping them all up. We can actually go to the store and buy one, right?
Why would you be glad about that?
Well, because I still want an Xbox One Series X. I still want a Series X so I can play with all the Xbox One guys out there.
Yep.
Xboxers. Yeah. What do you think, Hazel?
So I think it has to come out on this gen. So like PS4 and Xbox One too. I just think if they don't, then it's going to basically kill Destiny almost, because I don't think a lot of people are going to, I think with the lack of consoles, I don't think they can afford to have Witch Queen be exclusively next gen.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there.
Yeah, definitely.
Mainly because the PS5 and the Xbox Series X rollouts have been so tough to find one. I think they're going to wait another year. I think it'll be Lightfall. I think Lightfall's might be console exclusive then.
I could see that possibly happening.
Yeah,
possibly.
It's so hard to look that far in the future. So everything's so uncertain, but I would be very surprised if they just made it available, Witch Queen I'm talking about, on just PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC. I don't see that happening next big drop.
Yeah, it's that's a lot of work, I would think, and I mean, that's a big step. That's a bold step if they were to do that.
Mm-hmm. All right, why don't we do a couple more?
Yeah. All right. I thought that was my question for some reason, but nope, it was not. So, all right. I like this one. Question for the show. Between Christmas and New Year's, we have the World's Strongest Man competition on TV. It's an English tradition. Do you guys get to watch this amazing event, or is it not really something that gets watched across the pond? Just curious, really. Uncle Scumdeth.
This is like a big event there, huh? Watching this between...
Oh, mate, it's huge. Between Christmas and New Year, yeah, it's on every night. And this year, matey broke the world deadlift world record.
Really?
Oh, Jesus, I thought he was going to snap in half. Oh, fantastic. I just love massive blokes.
I admit I've yeah, it is.
Oh no! What have I just said?
This is a soundbite episode.
I meant like, yeah. I'm not gonna dig myself any deeper.
Don't worry, Uncle Scumdeth. I got a ton for me too. So don't worry. We're all on the boat together, brother.
Yeah, fair dues, man.
I used to watch these on Saturday afternoons on ESPN. Yep. This is what
exactly.
I this isn't a big tradition, at least not in my family. MMA is a big deal here because my son used to fight MMA, and he's a
UFC.
He's a UFC freak. In fact, we have a Discord.
Oh, sweet.
We have a Discord that just us and his friends join, and we'll sit there and talk about the matches as they're going on in real time.
Cool, man.
It's pretty cool. So
what does he think? Have you spoke to him about the Conor McGregor fight coming up?
No, God, I'm foaming at the mouth just thinking about it.
Oh, he's going to win, and he's just doing it for the money, and he's
the most intelligent fighter I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, his whiskey's nice as well.
There's some good ones out there, and I'm fairly new to this. My son's brought me into this, and I've been watching it. My wife refuses to watch it. She thinks it's just too bloody, but I love it. I love it. It's yeah. So to answer your question, no, it's not a tradition, but yes, I have watched it. And what is it about Sweden? Yeah. What is it about Sweden that comes out with all these strong guys? What do they drink? What are they drinking in that country? That's what I want to know.
It's the terrible weather they get, and they're just hard, massive.
God, it's crazy.
People,
man.
Even the women are massive.
It is crazy.
It's class.
Wow.
Yeah, I do love it. Yeah, it's good fun.
Good question.
Yeah. I would grow up when I grew up. I mean, it was on ESPN, just like he said, and. I mean, my family was always watching this. I mean, my dad was all about it, and just it was just something fun that we were watching, just like amazed that people could be that strong and lift trees. And
that's the one my favorite.
They pick the Atlas stones, the round stones they go up on the platform, so
those
they get heavier and heavier. It's like, what the hell?
No, it's the log flip for me. I like that one.
Oh yeah, tossing the caber. Yeah,
it's so cool.
Or the tire, like how they're doing like the big, like mammoth like tires and things like that.
Tires that they put on giant planes. Tractors. Oh yeah.
They pull planes and
It's crazy, man. It's so entertaining.
Yeah, I'll never forget the first time that I found out like how much those Atlas stones weighed. And I was just...
My feet hurt just thinking about it.
I couldn't comprehend how they even did it.
It's all about leverage, man. It's all about muscle. It's all about muscle angle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Using your bones to... I mean, our bones are stronger than you think. I mean, they can really resist a lot, but it's just all technique. That's what my son would say in MMA. It's all technique, Dad. Okay. In other words, that's like your basic answer for, get good, scrub.
Get better technique.
Yeah. Just figure it out, Dad. Yeah. Question for the show. This is from Sweaty Spooks as well. He's been putting some good questions in the Discord lately.
Yeah.
I want to hear a quote first time story. When was the first time you felt rewarded for the media content you guys do, either for the show, YouTube, or any other media outlets? And what did that look like for each of you? And perhaps how did it impact you for the first time? Well, you kind of answered it, didn't you, Hazel, on yours?
For me, yeah, just the feeling that when he said that, I was just like, what? It just didn't seem real.
Uncle Scumdeth, you do YouTube. What was there a time when you did some content, some media, and you got a first time story on anything like that?
No, not really. The first media I did. I mean, I don't do social media or anything like that, but the first media I did is when I did the first Scumdeth Corner for.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
For the lads.
Yes.
For distinguished gentlemen. That's sort of where it started, really. And then I can't really remember how it started, but it sort of got a bit of appreciation, and it's like, let's keep this going type thing. And that's the first time I've ever sort of been appreciated sort of online, if you know what I mean. But I don't get appreciated online when I'm playing games because I get told that I'm shit and all that. You're shit, mate, you are. All right, report, lovely. But yeah, it's the first time sort of online I've ever been appreciated. And, and you guys picking it up and carrying it on and running with it is just sort of fantastic. It sort of makes you feel good. It's nice, it's.
Well, that was such
because it's from across the pond as well. It's not from around here.
That was such a great thing that JC Jesse did on the podcast was at a Scumdeth Corner, and I felt we had to honor that tradition because you entertain us so much, man, when you do that. So
I do stress out about it because it's like, oh God, I haven't got a Scumdeth's Corner yet, right? Rack the brains and then record it quickly and send it like late Friday night. Right, ideal.
It's your wacky observations I love, man. Because you're out in it, and you're out working on gardens and stuff, and I'm sure you think a lot. It's a good time to think. It's pretty quiet. So.
Yeah, I get a lot of time to think, and like you guys and all the Discord people are in my mind all the flipping time. I
love it.
Get you out of my head.
I love it.
It's cool, man. Yeah, I do.
Well, Hazel, you kind of answered the question already when you talked about Clear Night, right?
Link.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. When Link said that, and I was just completely and utterly confused. I was like, how do I know you? I don't think I've ever raided with you or played with you before. Like, weirdo. But then he said that, and I was really, really super humbled. It was like, I felt like I was like 2 inches tall. Like, oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. You deserve it, though. Like, you guys do is fantastic.
I remember when it was myself, Hazel, and Easy. And we were the only 3 people in our Discord. And we were like, well, we've made all the channels. I mean, everything's set up. And, geez, I hope this works. I hope people decide to visit us. Because, we have so many Discords that we share. A lot of us all go to the same Discords. And it was just another Discord, I was like, people aren't going to want to come visit. They're not going to want to come talk. And I think Agent H was one of the first people in here.
Uh-huh.
And then Scumdeth.
Love that man.
Scumdeth.
Love that man.
You were in here. Chubby Wizard. He was one of the early adopters that came in here.
Yeah, yeah.
Maddie.
I'm sure I'm forgetting a ton of people. And then Chris 3711 came in. And I remember Hazel texting me. He goes, "Effing Chris 3711 is in our Discord." And I'm like, what? So
yeah, he loves it. He loves Discord. He's in loads, isn't he? Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm amazed every day that you guys decide to open your phones, open your apps, and even listen to me and Hazel during the day while you're at work. It amazes me in this day and time that that's even possible.
Well, if it wasn't good, we wouldn't still be here. Do you know what I mean?
That's
it's fantastic. It's amazing. Yeah.
You stress over your Scumdeth corners. Well. I stress over putting a script together. I think
that makes you feel better.
Every Tuesday I have to put notes together and create a group and stuff, and we all talk during the week. And I'm like, oh shit, I got to put something together. What are we going to do this week? And it must
take so much of your time up. But
it's like what Chris does with mental health. It's just a passion project, man. I love doing it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And exactly. Hazel is so freaking smart. I'll send him a message and I'll say, "What do you want to do this week?" And he'll go, "Why don't we do this?" I'm like, "Damn, why didn't I think of that?"
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. So everyone thinks that Hazel just shows up. No. Hazel's a big part of the show.
Hey! Don't let the cat out of the bag, man.
No,
I thought he just showed up.
No. Like Chris exposed like Burning Wing last week. I'm exposing Hazel. Hazel.
Oh yeah.
He frets over his song picks every week. He's always the last one to enter him usually, and I'll say, "Dude, I don't have your songs yet." He goes, "Just give me an effing break. I'm stressing over this. Just let me think. I got to go through my playlist." And then, and like I said, a lot of these bits that you hear at the beginning, I would say 9 times out of 10, they're ones that Hazel came up with. So props to you, man. Your creativity. So you
can blame me if they're not fun.
Your creativity is amazing, dude. I love it. And it
works so well as a partnership.
I think it does, because it would be just a boring old man talking on an internet if it wasn't for Hazel to,
I'm not going to correct you there. I'm going to let other people do it.
So thank you, Sweaty Spooks, for that question. That was a good question.
Yes,
man.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody. What you probably don't realize is we recorded this show Sunday morning prior to the TWAB and prior to our Discord questions. So what we did is we posted in our Discord for any questions that our community might have for Mr. Uncle Scumdeth, and we sent them to him, and he listened to them, and what he did was read the questions aloud and send them back through our SpeakPipe service. And here's what we got.
So, question here from Chris3711: have I had haggis and why? Oh yes, even though haggis is a Scottish dish, I have had haggis before. It's lovely. What is it? It's innards of pigs wrapped up, all chopped up and wrapped up in the stomach lining of a pig. And I tell you what, if you have that with some fries, cook it up, have it with fries, absolutely lovely. I don't know if you can get haggis over there. I've no idea, but if you do find it, do come across it. It's stunning. Try it. You're missing out if you haven't. Question from Chubby Wizard. You take pride in your job? What do I enjoy the most? Yeah, I love my job. I've been in there 10 years now. It's a lovely place to work. We've got a big dog walking community, and being a dog lover myself, I know all the dogs by name, even if I don't know the owners' names. There's a nice cafe there who do a good old English fry-up breakfast, which they give to me for free. Ideal. Well, it's just that my boss leaves me alone. It's a nice, relaxing place to be, and people all the time just thank me for like what I do. Just say, oh, thank you for making this place really nice for us and all that. And to me, that's what gets me up in the morning. You know, I go into work, and if it makes somebody have a nice day, just come and chill out, relax, and I've made the place nice and tidy for them just to take in the air. Because during lockdown, I've managed to work all the time because it is a place which is known to, it's good for people's mental health to exercise. You know, we get a lot of people running and just walking around. Even my mum travels the whole length of the city to come to the park. So, you know, when people say thank you for what you do for making this such a nice place to be, it's, you know, like I said, that's what gets me up in the morning. I love my job. You know, you can't knock it. Love it. Cheers, man. Joe. Got a question here from Drafty. What's the craziest, weirdest, and most disgusting thing I've ever found at work? Well, the craziest is we were pruning a shrub bed and cleaning it out and found a big bag full of heroin. So that's probably a couple of £1,000 worth. So that went straight in the bin. But some drug dealer was rather annoyed with that one. The weirdest thing I found, well, I mean, you know, found money all the time. But I found a keyring bottle opener about 20 years ago. It was quite a cool one. So I put it on my necklace, and it's been around my neck for about the last 20 years now. So I'm well known for having a bottle opener around my neck, and it's got me and the lads out of a few scrapes every now and then, you know. Anyone got a bottle opener? Yep, around my neck. I reckon, but the most disgusting thing I found, there was a sack also in a shrub bed. I was like, what's in this? Opened the sack, and it was a rotten cat. So yeah, that wasn't very nice at all, I must admit. Bloody stinking it was. Stinking. Okay, got another question here from Drafty. How did I get my hairy chest? Well, I can't grow it on my head anymore, obviously. When we were kids, our mother always said, if you eat the crusts of your bread, it'll give you a hairy chest. So, yeah, every crust I could ever get my hands on. That's why my chest looks like fucking Sasquatch's. Good question. So, I have a question here from RPG Magnet. Who do I think I am? I'm an American, man. That's who I am. But he also asks, which American accent intrigues me the most? Well, I think I like the Deep South Louisiana type vibe. If ever I was going to visit America, that's probably where I'd go. I would go and see Elvis's house. Is it in Louisiana? I don't know. I can't do that. I'm sorry. Question from the main man, Sweaty Spooks. How has the band evolved over the years, and what was my best show, and how much have I missed playing live? Well, we started off as quite a slow, doomy type of band, really Black Sabbath orientated, but then our sort of thrash metal influences sort of started overcoming that. So we sort of merged a bit of thrash, a bit of death metal in with the old like doomy styles. So there's a lot of influences, and it has sort of evolved a little bit. But our best show has to be every year we go to Bloodstock Festival, and we won. It was 2 or 3 years ago. We won the Battle of the Bands, and we got to play there. So I think we played in front of about 1,000 people, and whoa, that was nerve wracking, but fantastic show. We kicked ass. And then, like, next year when we went Bloodstock, you see people walking around with your T-shirts and hoodies, like, you know, and it's like, I don't even know these people, and they're wearing my stuff, wearing our merchandise. It was pretty bloody good, like. But and how much am I miss playing live? A lot, yeah. It is a hassle playing live. You got to lug all the gear and that, and sometimes you don't get paid, and you only play to about 20 people. But one day, this lockdown will be over soon, and we can get back to it, and then get our asses on a plane, come over and see you guys and do a show for you lot. Hopefully, bring it on. Have us, take us. Okay, question from the RNG Gator. Why am I such a cool son of a bitch? You know, dude, I'm just who I am. I'm pretty chilled out. I really don't, you know, I don't worry about anything. If there's a problem, like, let's have it, let's deal with it. But I'll tell you what, the most cool people in the world are you lot. Like, you know, you lot mean so much to me, and you are the coolest dudes. I don't know what to say really. Just love you all. Yeah. Cheers, RNG. Yo.
All right. Well, I think it's song time, gentlemen. I think it's song time. We'll do that right after we get back.
Guardian Downcast. Guardian Downcast. Yeah. Guardian Downcast. This is an intro. Guardian Downcast. Guardian. Not copyright. Guardian Downcast.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Fudd. We always appreciate that intro.
Puts a smile on my face.
It does. Every time, dude. Every time. Hey, shout out to Fudd. He puts on the most outstanding tournaments. I know we talked about this already, but thank you, brother, for putting those on because they are so entertaining. I think every time I show up, there's more and more people watching. It's really cool. So
can he do it earlier next time so I can be involved?
I know. I'm sorry. I feel bad for our UK
Come on,
brothers.
Fudd. Let's have it.
I know. I feel bad. He's on the West Coast too, so he's even further away from you guys. I mean,
No chance.
He's not in the West Coast. He's only
Colorado.
It's mountain, man.
Okay, so
2 hours.
9 to 11 is
2 hours
when,
from us.
Yeah, 9 to 11. It's 7 to 10 or 7 to 9. I can't do math. It's 7 to 9 for him. I mean, it's right after dinner. So, I mean, I think that's the earliest he can do it. You know, people work during the day. It's just tough to do. I'm sorry, Uncle Scumdeth. I know the UK, and gosh, imagine what Helios has to go through. He lives in the future all the time. So
he lives in the future.
He does. He's from Australia. So yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. So okay. Well, this is the final part of our show, guys. This is where we pick our songs for our award-winning Guardian Downcast show playlists on Spotify and iTunes. Little sample of what all of us like to listen to. And if you want to listen to or follow us as well, just search for Guardian Downcast show playlist on Spotify and iTunes. And we have links in our Discord, and we always put links in our show notes as well if you want to follow along, see what we pick, maybe even listen to it. And I even put videos in our music and TV channel in our Discord as well. If I'm inspired by a pick or something from one of the guys, I'll throw a video up too to just give you another look at it. Usually I'll throw some live stuff in there too, which is kind of cool. Well, Mr. Scumdeth Bastardo, what are your picks tonight? What's your number one pick?
My number one pick is one of my all-time favorite songs from my all-time favorite band. I wasn't a fan of them, but I went to Donington Monsters of Rock in 1991 on my own. Didn't drink, didn't smoke, didn't do nothing. Just went there. And I don't really care for AC/DC, whatever. I'll watch it anyway. Within 10 minutes, I'm like that. Jesus! And they've been my favourite band ever since that moment. My favourite band of all time. And this song is a nice, bluesy, slow, beautiful song. It's called Ride On. It's gorgeous.
That's a great
song. So nice.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
I love
Beautiful
it.
tune.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good
Really
pick.
bluesy.
Good pick.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
All right, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is I love Vikings. And I love Viking metal. I think it's the coolest thing you could ever put together. So my second song is Guardians of Asgard by Amon Amarth. They did about 2 or 3 years ago. They came to Plymouth. Like, it was unheard of coming down this far. And we all had tickets. It's about 2 hours to go before the show. We all got ready. We're all having a few beers, ready to get going. Then we got a text from the promotion company that the singer had lost his voice. So the band were like, right, we can either cancel the show, you can get your money back, or you can come down and just listen to it instrumental. So we're like, screw this, let's get our asses down there and just listen to it instrumental. Viking metal instrumental, fantastic, yeah.
That's
awesome. Amarth, Guardians of Asgard, yeah, great band. Yeah, really like Norse mythology, fire, brimstone, pillaging, fantastic. Great band.
And you kind of look like a Viking in some of your picks with that beard.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah,
No, I love
right,
it.
dude.
I love it.
Yeah, I listened to this song too, and I was just like, I found myself like going like, I really like this. It kind of surprised me because I didn't know if I would or not. But
yeah, it's really anthemic sort of tunes, like, tub thumping tunes. Just get you going.
yeah,
If you're on a run or doing something energetic, it's really good music. Yeah, definitely.
I like it.
Yeah, love it.
Good picks, man.
Yeah, cheers, man.
As usual, not disappointed.
That's right.
Hazel, what do you got, man, this week?
Yeah. So on the opposite end of the spectrum from last week's pick for me, I have a song from 1994 that is I forget what it was, but I was watching something last night and I heard like somebody say the word playa. And it made me think of this song called Players Club from Rappin' Forte way back in 1994. And I started listening to it and I just started like just getting a smile on my face. It took me right back to, that time and everything else. And I was like, I got to add this. Because this is anybody who listened to rap music in the 90s, they're going to know this song and then they're going to go like, oh, yeah. So yep, I had to add that. And then my other song is a song from it's a newer song, but it's got that 80s vibe to it. So it's got some synth in there. I don't know what Gator has gotten me into.
I got him into it. I love it.
So yeah, it's a song called Critical Mistakes by 88. So,
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Good picks, as usual. Not jealous. Okay. You guys got to bear with me on this because I was geeking out. This first pick, I'm going back to one of my favorite bands from 2020. I know when you made that little list, the top 5 music. I figured it was time for another song from these guys, but I was reading more. It's not Missio. I was reading more about this group on their wiki, and I just had to share this little blurb. So this is from their wiki page, okay? So bear with me. I'll read as fast as I can. This band originated in 1987 as a collaborative hoax project by Steven Wilson and Malcolm Stocks, partially inspired by the psychedelic progressive bands of the 70s, such as Pink Floyd, that had dominated the music scene during their youth. The two decided to form a fictional, legendary rock band that I'm going to name in a second. The two fabricated a detailed backstory, including information on alleged band members and album titles, as well as a colorful, in quotes, history which included events such as meeting at a 70s rock festival and several trips in and out of prison. As soon as he put aside enough money to buy his own studio equipment, said Wilson obliged this creation with several hours of music to provide, quote, evidence of its existence. Although Stocks provided a few passages of treated vocals and experimental guitar playing, his role in the project was mostly offering occasional ideas, with the bulk of the material being written, recorded, and played by Steven Wilson. and he has a lot of projects, and I love his music, and he's done other bands as well that I've included in my top picks. But all right, my book report is done. I'll spare you guys. I just thought it was so interesting to read that about this band.
That's absurd.
Isn't that crazy? So my song is from their 7th studio album, In Absentia, and the song is one of my faves. It's called Blackest Eyes by the Porcupine Tree. And there's a rumor that this song was about Ted Bundy. But after, trying to research this, nothing has really been substantiated by the band. So they did say it was about a faceless psychopath, but that's all we know for now. But all I know is it's a damn good song to listen to. So Porcupine Tree, Blackest Eyes. Wait till you hear this song. Scumdeth, you're going to love it.
Oh, cool. Okay, can I just ask you one thing?
Yeah. What's up?
What do you think the ratio of every time
I know.
you say a band in this, it's from Britain?
I can't help it, dude.
I'm like,
I
don't think I've heard you say a band from America hardly ever.
I know. I've got Incubus in there. I've talked about other American bands. But, well, let me stay on that theme then, Uncle Scumdeth. For my second pick.
Birmingham, UK, like 3 hours up the road from me. I can get there by the end of this podcast.
I can't help it, man.
Birmingham.
I can't help it. This music from England is just fantastic, man. I can't help myself. Well, for my second pick, I went back to one of my all-time favorite groups from the 80s. These two guys.
Sardines?
Nope. I'm sorry. It wasn't you guys. These two guys were so ahead of their time. I really wish they continued to make music today. This duo formed in Bath, England in 1981.
Oh, yeah, that's 2 hours away.
Yep. In 1981, and was part of the MTV-inspired second British invasion of the U.S. This song was one of my favorites from them, and it's actually their mid-90s, kind of the reinvention of themselves. It's their second to last studio album called Raoul and the Kings of Spain. I remember buying this CD and playing it in my car stereo on the way home, and I was sitting in the driveway for almost a full hour just getting into it. This song is so good. It's called Falling Down, and it's by the legendary Tears for Fears.
Oh, cracking band.
Damn, I miss these guys, man. I really do.
That's awesome.
Yeah, great band.
Yeah. As requested, hello.
Oh, hi.
Hello. Is this Addie?
Yup. That's Addie.
Hi, Addie.
Hey.
Okay, I guess breakfast is ready. Okay.
You must be tired. You've been up for hours.
She needs her paper and coffee. Come on, let's get on it, Hazel.
That's what I'm asking for. It's paper and coffee.
Okay, as requested, Mrs. Gator's chosen a song for this week as well. She says this: 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me. Okay, cool kids. Now that I have your attention, it's time to pack up and hit the road. We've had a fun ride, but all good things must come to an end. It's time for Mrs. Gator's most favorite song from one of her least favorite bands. I even hate to even say that. It's Happy Trails by Van Halen. Enjoy, and don't forget your homework, a 1,000-word summary of this week's episode of Guardian Downcast. That was sweet of her to say that. It is from The Diver Down, which is my favorite Van Halen album of all time. And it's their very last song on the album, called Happy Trails. Eddie Van Halen, rest in peace, brother.
Yeah, cool. Rest in peace, man.
And Zan's pick, he didn't pick a song this week because I told him not to. But for our year-end episode, he actually sung us a song. And he sent it to us, and because we had so much going on at the end of the year, we just didn't have time to put it in. I mean, we were already pushing a 3+ hour episode, so I decided, you know what? This would be a perfect time to put in his song. So this is his song that he sent to us.
I'm doing good, I'm on some new shit. Been saying yes instead of no. I thought I saw you at the bus stop, I didn't go. I hit the ground running each night. I hit the Sunday matinee. You know the greatest films of all time were never made. I guess you never know, never know. And if you wanted me, you really should have showed. And if you never bleed, you're never gonna grow. And it's alright now. But we were something, don't you think so? Rolling 20s, tossing pennies in the pool. And if my wishes came true, it would have been you. In my my defense, I have none for never leaving well enough alone. But it would have been fun if you would have been the one. Ooh. I had this dream you're doing cool shit, having adventures on your own. You meet some woman on the internet and take her home. We never painted by the numbers, baby, but we're making it count. You know the greatest loves of all time are never now. You never know, never know. And it's another day waking up alone. But we were something, don't you think so? Roaring 20s, tossing pennies in the pool. And if my wishes came true, it would have been you. In my defense, I have none for never leaving well enough alone. But it would have been fun if you would have been the one. I persist and resist the temptation to ask you if one thing had been different. Would everything be different today? We were something, don't you think so? Roses flowing with the chosen family. And it would have been sweet if it could have been me. In my defense, I have none for digging up the grave another time. But it would have been fun if you would have been the one. Ooh.
Hey everyone, if you like what you're listening to, spread the word. Hit that share button on your podcast app of choice. Leave us a review on iTunes if you like. That'd be great. We do appreciate every bit of input that everyone gives us. We just appreciate everything you guys and gals out in the community do for us out there. And hopefully, especially with Uncle Scumdeth on this week, we made your week at least a little less stressful at work. I don't know. That's our goal anyway. Guys, that's a wrap. That's another episode in the can, as 30 and Still Gaming would say. For our listeners out there, we have 77 other episodes with interviews from gamers all over our community. So take a look at those, especially if you're just finding out about us now. You can go to guardiandowncast.com. All the episodes are in a player right there on your browser. So check that out. Uncle Scumdeth, what a great time, man. Me and Hazel were just messaging each other. This is a effing fantastic episode, man.
Oh, dudes, I can't believe that you got me back on, and I love it. I've had such a great time. I told the missus it would be 2 hours. Well, it's 3 hours, so I'm in this shit when I get I leave this call. But it's so worth it. I love it. You know. I can't thank you enough for having me on. It's just such a great time. Like, you guys are so fantastic. What you do and what you do for the community, all the podcasts, they just seem to be dropping off. Like, but you guys are keeping it strong and you're keeping the community together. You know, you deserve to be recognised by Bungie. You really do for what you do.
Wow,
you know, we're a big family here. You really do. Like, you know, it's the family of people that's in the Discord and that, and the people that are in the clan, they're not even in the Discord, you know. So you've got something there that is attracting people, even if they don't want to talk to people like me. But no, just keep doing what you do, guys. If you stop this, then I will be very, very annoyed.
And you would come visit us.
I will come I'll come visit you quicker than if you keep going.
It'll be The Shining all over again. The Hatchet going through the door and goes, Uncle Scumdeth's here.
Is this Gator?
Oh, no.
Is this Hazel?
Awesome.
I love it.
Yeah, never stop, lads. Never stop, please.
Thanks.
Just for the sake of us, like, you know.
Thanks, man. We appreciate that.
We ain't got much.
Thank you for all
ain't got
you
much
do
to
for the
cling on.
community too.
Yeah.
Well, no, I just
remember, man, you're a big part of our show as well.
You are.
I love what you do, and if I can do a tiny little bit and maybe make somebody laugh here or there, then, you know, job done for me.
Hell yeah, man. Couldn't say it better. Yeah. Well,
so much.
I know you don't like the social media stuff, but if someone was to maybe add you on the PlayStation Network, how would they find you?
Yeah, it's Scumdeth without an A in death. So yeah, if you want to add me on,
Scumdeth Bastardo, or it's just Scumdeth?
No, just Scumdeth. Yeah.
Perfect. And
so
you have a
that's the
YouTube
only
channel
way.
too that you do foiled speed test on.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's Scumdeth's Corner, but the death has an A in that.
Oh, okay.
I had my email got stolen.
Oh,
Scumdeth,
no.
the original. My email got stolen, and I phoned up, and they said, "Yeah, it'd be £50." I got scammed, so they stole my email. So I've had to change Scumdeth without an A into Scumdeth with an E with an A. Oh, it's a nightmare. But yeah, Scumdeth's Corner on YouTube. My friends can't find it. They said I've not set it up properly, but I don't know.
I'm
I
in
don't
there.
really care.
I'm in there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, you are? Oh,
yeah. Hey,
good.
hey.
Well,
Everybody, let's go over there. Let's slam that subscribe. You know.
yeah.
Yep.
My mate's bloody useless. He's like, I can't find it. Oh, shut up.
He doesn't post. He's like me. He doesn't post content all the time, but when it does come out, it's priceless.
Yeah, I don't. I don't do it just for the sake of it. But if something funny comes up,
Yeah.
then you got to put it out there, and
You do, man. That's what it's for.
not like these TikTokers or whatever just put anything up there. But I won't go into that.
I hear you, man.
TikTok is what a clock does. That's all I thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Well,
No, thanks for having me, guys. It's been fantastic.
absolutely,
Really appreciate
dude.
it.
We were looking
thank
forward
you.
to this episode. Trust me. And this is the only time you can ask my wife. It's the only time you will get me up this early in the morning is if I know Scumdeth's going to be on the other end of the call. So yeah, good deal, man.
Awesome.
Well, Hazel, where can everybody find you, man?
Quick and easy. Hazel NT.
Good deal. He's got that absolute great branding. My contacts are all over the place. So let's start with the Twitter. It's at Todd the Gator. Remember, that's GATR. You can also find me on YouTube, Steam, and PS4 as Gator. All caps, GATR underscores in between, and GATR space GDC on Xbox. I'm not a big Xboxer, but I am getting that Series X, and when I do, we'll look out. I will definitely be on plan. So don't say anything, Hazel. You can find us on whatever podcast catcher you use or listen to, or go directly to our website, guardiandowncast.com. We have a little player on there and has all of our episodes listed in chronological order, but doesn't mean you have to listen to it that way. Go jump around wherever you want to listen to community members and interviews from all over the Destiny community and our local community here. Just visit guardiandowncast.com. And we have an Instagram, which Mr. Scumdeth here is going to put some great pictures in, hopefully. It is.
Oh, yes, I'll be doing that today.
Yes, its Instagram is guardian_down_cast. So that's Hazelnut's baby. So he'll put some pictures probably midweek and take care of that. And it's growing. Every time I turn around, we're getting new followers. I love it.
We are.
Yeah. Any other words if anybody has to say?
Peace.
Oh no, you're not getting off that easy.
Ah.
We can't end the show without a live Scumdeth's Corner. So whenever you're ready, brother, record button is on.
Let's go. Hello, and welcome to Scumdeth's Corner. A while back, I jumped out of Destiny. It was boring me. I couldn't get into it, so I was playing other games. And now, Beyond Light is out, and I need to raid. So I'm throwing the gauntlet out there now. I need to raid with you lot. We need to set a time, a date. I know we got different time zones, but I'm sure we can sort this out. I need to do this raid. I'm going to go in blind, so I'm going to be bloody useless. But Scumdeth is saying now, please get me through this raid. I'm throwing it out to anybody who can accommodate me.
Consider it done. I'm on PlayStation, and I know you are, and Kingsley Mack will take that as a challenge, I'm sure. So,
Oh, mate, if he can do that, Kingsley, let's have it, dude.
he's the greatest guy to raid with, and Sin too, and Des Raven, Ninja Muffin.
Yes.
so
Our hardcore
many,
raiders.
so
Any
many
of
good
these
raiders.
guys.
Yep.
But would it be? Should I look at the raid first? Watch it on YouTube first so I get an idea, or just go in blind? Because I don't want to annoy everybody.
That's up to you, man.
Yeah, it's up to you.
If you wanna discover it on your own, do it that way. Or if you want to get do a little homework beforehand, that's fine too.
Yeah, but if I don't know what I'm doing, I'll just piss everybody off.
Don't worry about that. We're going to tell you what to do. We'll teach you the rating.
Okay.
Mechanics aren't too difficult.
Yeah, just to say, I know it's early for you guys, but You could shove it up another couple hours, so it's afternoon for you and evening for me. Like,
I think we can do that.
I think so.
Oh, I need to raid, dudes. I need to raid. I've
tell you
done
what.
Crota and Kingsfall.
I tell you what, you give us a day and time that's going to work for you. And I'm guessing if it's during the day, it's probably going to have to be a weekend raid. But you give us a day and time, and we'll put it together, man.
Dudes, my missus works every other weekend, like 8 till 8. So, every 2 weeks I am available to raid. You know what I mean? On the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So, if we can get this doing, I'm throwing the gauntlet out there. I want to do it.
Well, just like I was trying to get Chubby Wizard to raid last year, this will be a challenge. I'll take that challenge. We'll get you in one, man.
Oh,
yep.
Thank you very much. That is awesome.
By the way, Chubby Wizard, sorry, man.
I love Chubby.
We tried to make it happen, but he has a lot of kids. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
He hardly has even time to even get on the internet, so.
Yeah. Well, you can't beat a good Chubby, can you?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Thank you for that, Uncle Scumdeth. Perfect way to end the show.
Tell you what, thank you so much, lads. I've had an absolutely fantastic time.
Good deal.
So have I. So have I.
Thank you all so very much for listening. And later, Guardian.
Toddles.
Come on. Yo! I was going to say, you better say something, Scumdeth.
Yo! The other day, Monday at work, I've got a fountain in my park, and then these kids have got a double mattress and threw it in the fountain.
Mm-hmm.
What?
And it was about little scrotes, but it was about 1 degree. It soaked up all the water, so me and my mate, we couldn't pull it out, so I had to climb into the fountain. Monday morning, first thing, 7:30 in the morning, 1 degree, put my waders on, got in, and had to get this mattress out. It's like, thank you very much indeed for that. Yeah, appreciated that Monday morning.
Scared the shit out of my dog. I was going upstairs, and because I'm downstairs in the basement and the computer and everything, and I go upstairs and open up the gate. The dog fucking jumps up and barks at me, and I was like, "What the hell?" And she's staring at me like I'm not supposed to be here, I guess. And then she's kind of looks at me like, "Why the hell are you even here? I thought you were gone," because she was sleeping in our room. And I'm just like, damn.
I just love massive blokes.